Activision devs do not play their own game.
3,000 devs can't figure out how to add a reconnect feature to a AAA title, I guess. I don't know.
Because Infinity Ward doesn't tell their consumers anything.
Maybe that'll take some of the sweats away from Shoot House.
You can cope about that, for sure.
Thanks for tweeting, at least. Thanks for doing more than Infinity Ward has done. They just keep tweeting about the soccer bundles in the store.
Things that are bad. We've got a couple words. Why don't you kick it off, Tanner?
This is going to be a longer section than the first part you guys heard.
Change it, obviously, of course. All right, boys and girls, we are live. Welcome to the Dropshot Call of Duty podcast, episode number, I believe it's 364. We are 40 seconds away from Call of Duty Next, the event beginning, according to their little countdown, which is almost always wrong. So we probably have a couple minutes.
Oh, it's always wrong.
Yeah.
They do this all the time in CDL.
And then there's going to be like some other trailer we've already seen or whatever. Yeah. So welcome to the show. Today, what we're going to do is a first in Dropshot history. We are going to record us doing a live stream, live viewing, live reaction of Call of Duty Next. So, frankly, I don't know how well this is going to translate to podcast apps, but we're not about to react to CoD Next for 4 hours and then do another 2-hour podcast afterward. So, this is going to be the format for today. We're hoping it works out well. And the event, there's something happening on the screen. I don't know what.
Trailer they're playing. Yeah, we don't care about the trailer.
This is the trailer we've already seen. Yeah, so you're going to hear background noise coming in and out. And basically the plan is to make this as palatable as possible for you listeners on apps, because that's going to be the bulk of our audience for this. We are not going to pause the live stream, but we are going to mute and talk over it a lot, I think. Just talk about what we're seeing, what's going on. Because I don't remember how many breaks there are in this for us to be talking about shit, you know? So it's going to be weird. It's going to be kind of all over the place, but it's going to be fun and exciting. I'm very excited just to like watch CoD Next as a viewer. And I think the listening experience hopefully will work out pretty well. Although, again, I have no idea. So this is not going to be your standard
video, but
yeah.
But then also, like, what we see today, we're going to take notes and then go way more in depth on Saturday and just talk about things and then talk about the beta as well. So,
right. Exactly. Ooh, this is fun, dude. I think I'm going to fuck around and fire off another tweet, dude. What are your thoughts on that?
Bunch of leaks started coming out last night, if you guys are on Twitter at all. So we've already seen lots of gameplay. We've seen lots of leaks. And here we go. They're talking.
Oh, and here we go.
Captain Price once said, "It's a good time to take inventory." This month, we are celebrating 20 years of Call of Duty. With all the matches played and missions completed, our history is made up of the incredible experiences created by you, the players. On behalf of all of us who work to bring these games to life each day, thank you for sharing this journey with us. We have some amazing in-game rewards we will be announcing later in the show, but for now, we wanted to take a moment to reflect. You are the reason for the success of these games, and from all of the teams across the world, we are grateful and humbled at your ongoing support, enthusiasm, and dedication to all things CoD. While we celebrate this milestone, we are also looking ahead to the next chapter of awesome moments together. Today, you will see and hear all the details of Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, an exclusive look at Modern Warfare Zombies, a brand new Warzone map, Warzone mobile news, and more. In Call of Duty, no one fights alone. So we brought 250 creators from around the world to drop in live here at Call of Duty Next. And first up,
no cadence.
This is Modern
Like
Warfare
reading a
3
fucking shopping list. Come on, man. So we're getting a big.
She's one of the girls that lied to us at CoD Next last year. It's not her fault though. She's just a
mouthpiece.
Director.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not a dev, but she was one of the people we got lied to numerous times last year.
Yeah, not the best presenter for CoD Next. But
it's weird because I'm pretty sure she works for iDub, and her title there just said studio something director.
So now we're getting DMCA'd, and we're also getting
stricken.
Yeah, that's strike 1, 2, and 3. Good. So yeah, we're getting just more replays of dog shit. Yeah, I'm not expecting to get any like new information for another like 10 minutes at least, but we'll see. But yeah, they're just playing the trailer that I'm sure most of you have already seen on Twitter by now.
Yeah. So did you hear about all the zombies leaks that came out overnight?
No.
It is literally exactly DMZ, which I mean, it's down like the same type of missions. It's exactly what we talked about in that episode, which is good. Where it's like DMZ, you extract, you get perks, you extract with them, you'll have those, you'll extract with wonder weapons and bring them back in. It's the same shit that I said about the matches are 60 minutes, but I wonder if it's like DMZ where the storm starts coming in, so really it doesn't last that long. Like 60 minutes is the absolute maximum. It is like that. An Aether storm starts coming in. It is DMZ reskinned.
Okay, interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, like same type of missions. Kill this. Yeah.
See if
it'll be more fun than DMZ.
Yeah. See if we can get any more info. I remember saying that months ago. Like DMZ seems like a mode where the AI should be zombies. Like it makes more sense.
Yeah. Oh, it'll be a lot more fun that way. They'll chase you. It'll be more interesting getting chased by zombies instead of just shooting at AI targets that just stand there in the middle of the road. That'll be a nice little change of pace.
Right.
But it's what all the DMZ nerds wanted.
Welcome to Call of Duty Next. We have an action-packed day in store for you with gameplay and game details for Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Warzone, and Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. There are over 250 creators behind us ready to dive into these games, and we're so excited to be here with you today to unveil the future of Call of Duty. I'm Golden Boy, your host for today, alongside the one and only Stephanie Snowden. You may know her as the Studio Communications Director, and we are thrilled
I like how they don't specify what studio she's the comms director for.
Year of Call of Duty, which is bonkers.
Yeah, I don't think she works for Activision.
Yes,
just a little bit.
Just a touch. Thank you so much for not revealing my age.
Oh, you're quite welcome. We don't do that here. It's a safe place. Thank you. I'm thrilled to be here. It is an electric atmosphere. It's absolutely incredible. And I am so ready to talk about Call of Duty. It's been an entire calendar year of us saying, next. Well, guess what? That starts today. We're here to talk about Modern Warfare 3, and we're going to be getting into gameplay very, very soon, but we have some amazing guests coming in from the studios. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's right. We also have some awesome viewership rewards as well for people to watch at home. Isn't that right, Steph?
It's true. Make sure you're dialed in on the broadcast here at CoD Next because you
will
have a chance to unlock in-game rewards for Modern Warfare 3 just for watching this stream on the official
an LG sponsored calling card or
Take
something.
a look and chat on either of these streams for more details for your chance to earn some of the awesome loot on the screen. I want that weapon charm.
Yeah, that's right.
Make sure your shit's linked on YouTube.
I mean, honestly, there's no reason for you not to, but we've got some good stuff coming up on the horizon. But Steph, what do we have coming up first? This is one I'm very excited about.
Yes, we are diving straight into Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. Joining us now, the multiplayer team from Sledgehammer Games. Adam Iskov, Senior Development Director. Greg Reisdorf, Multiplayer Creative Director. And Kim Weigand, Development Director. Guys, welcome. I am so stoked to talk about your game.
Same.
Where do we even start? You know, I have an idea, but
yeah, we have a run-up show. We have a direction that we're going to go in, thankfully. But guys, this has to feel very freeing. It has to feel like now you're going to be able to talk about this thing that you've been working on for so long here, and you're going to also have these incredible creators playing it all in real time.
Yeah, it's wonderful to be here. It's wonderful to have all the creators being able to play, give us feedback on the game right away, and have everybody playing beta tomorrow. It's going to be great.
Jump right into beta tomorrow.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a fucking
about that more
nerd.
later to remind you. But we're going to get straight into gameplay for the folks behind us. But before we do, Greg, can you give us a top line of what the community can really expect in the multiplayer experience for Modern Warfare 3?
We have one of the greatest sets of launch maps ever coming to the game. And we've taken these maps and we've really revitalized them and modernized them with the latest in visuals, audio, effects, as well as gameplay coming to bat on those, and it's just fantastic to have them We also have a ton of new mechanics coming into the game around movement, around being able to be responsive in the moment in that combat.
Korean Savage.
And we have we have the largest set of weapons ever in Modern Warfare in multiplayer.
Yeah, with carry forward from Modern Warfare 2, of course, you're going to be taking your inventories with you.
That's huge.
Be reminding people
Yeah,
throughout
just a
the day.
reminder, you guys are going to be getting
that
fucking farmed on day one by
coming to multiplayer
Orion
in Modern Warfare 3. Very
Pack
exciting.
56s
stuff.
in
Yeah.
multiplayer.
I'm looking forward to seeing
you're
as
trying
soon
to
as
do
our
your camo
gamers
grinds.
all just decided to like load up and get into the action. It's going to be really pumped. We're going to be all really pumped to just see it because I had a chance to
bullets
play
come
it,
out of the barrel.
and
I'm not
I
sure
really
yet, Jake.
did
Let me
enjoy
know.
it. I really did enjoy it. So I mean, credit to you guys for making something that is not just fun, but also brings back a very familiar feeling for old heads like myself that just, you know,
I
like
hate the
old
term
good
old head.
old-fashioned
Add that to your
boots on
list.
ground
That's a
combat.
miserable
Thank you.
term.
That is awesome. We play it every
Old
day.
head,
and,
sneakerhead.
we could, every day I come in, I'm excited to play it. I'm excited to get in there and just, you know, grind away.
Yeah, and each year, you know, with the franchise, we intend to take a step forward. Modern Warfare 3 is definitely that. It's the next chapter. We're progressing things. And one of the things you mentioned...
You guys should intend on giving us any information. Oh, my shit just froze.
Awesome.
What the fuck? Whoa, Nelly, whoa. All right, Tanner will tell us if anything new is happening, but we're having some technical difficulties. Give me a minute.
They're just chatting.
Yeah, I figured there wasn't much going on. I'm relaunching.
They expect
Firefox
continued
now.
positive sentiment around the feel of Modern Warfare 3 is what he said.
Really?
Oh, they're about to start playing. They're just going to jump into it, huh? Yeah.
Are they really?
They're just jumping in. There's already gameplay on the screen.
Okay, well, I'd
You
love
gotta
to
get it
launch
back.
my shit. Yeah, I'd love to.
Super
God, I would
yeah.
fucking love to. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so right away, I'm going to point out every optic is from Call of Duty Vanguard, which isn't a bad thing because the optics were great in that game.
Yeah. Where is...
And guys, there is no screen shake. It's gone. I did not expect this. The guns don't have the bullshit recoil like an MW22. In fact, it almost looks like there's less visual recoil than ever.
Well, right now we're
almost.
watching a little bit of Skid Row.
The screen barely
and that
moves.
is,
They're playing Skid Row right now.
A great map. to have on the back. We have
they're all
Okay,
Rust
we're
here.
back.
Rust.
We're back.
And again, Rust is...
Their
there's
stream's
so much
also
happening in
freezing
these
constantly.
Oh, yeah,
maps.
okay.
This is not on our
And,
end.
You know, Adam... What else are we going to have in the beta?
Well,
We
so
have
There's Favela.
As
No,
Stephanie
Ice Cold
mentioned,
Man Isaac,
today we're
testing
playing.
out
So do I
5
wanna
of the
keep the
16
audio
core
on for this?
66s that we're launching on day
Because right
one
now,
with
so
Modern
for
Warfare
those of
3,
you
so
listening,
we're talking.
what we're seeing is just they're just playing multiplayer.
Oh, look at it shows all of the
Ooh.
attachments. Did you
Yeah.
notice that?
Yep,
It
I
listed
did.
out the attachments in a kill cam. That's great.
So we got a Renet. The UI looks identical to MW2, which is fine. The UI
There are a
wasn't
lot
the
of
problem.
improvements with color. There are things that made it more clear. Oh, Reed Boy's here too. Interesting. So Isaac is snaking right now. So snaking is indeed back and in the game still.
Let's change POVs to the guy not prone in a corner of the map. I don't know why I'm watching this.
Yeah, what are we doing?
MCW.
So by the
is
way,
gun
a
he's
lot
using.
of the leaks we talked about a long time ago, guys, with the gunner vests and everything, they're fairly accurate. All of that was fairly accurate stuff. And we talked about that, 3 months ago for the first time? Like with the vests and stuff. They'll get into it at some point, how it all works, but...
Yeah. Yeah, in the kill cam, you see the equipment on the bottom left. So you see like what gun you died to and its attachments, which I think is pretty cool. Although not the end of the world. But also you see what perks they have, which is like their equipment and shit. So we might be able to learn more from that if they don't outright talk about it later. But yeah, look, we got the traditional minimap again, man. That's what it's looking like. A lot of red dots on my little screen
yeah, red
here.
dots are on the mini-map, yeah.
Oh, Tanner's body blocking me. Here we go. Now we're seeing some high
I mean, look
rise.
at that. There is no screen shake, dude. There's none.
Yeah,
it does
there really
not
isn't.
move, which is fantastic.
I like how they did like a modernized version of the MW2 original, like like XP, like the yellow XP. It looks almost identical to how it did.
That looks a lot better than how it does. It pops a little bit more.
Yeah. And it's got that little nostalgia. See, and there's the mantle in a way you couldn't before. From the left lane of high rise to mid, you could like just jump over that wall. That wasn't possible 10, 15 years ago, whenever the fuck this game came out, but now it is. So it does change the map a little bit. So it's not like a true remake in that sense, which I think can be good or bad, depending again on how well they've done that. And that's something we already talked about. But if you're worried that these maps are just going to feel the same as they used to, first of all, you haven't played those maps in fucking 20 years, relax. But second of all, it's not going to be exactly the same map. It's going to look like the same map, but it's going to play different. That guy. So drop-shotting is in this game, by the way. That was a somewhat open question, I think. Where you can stay ADS while drop-shotting.
About it.
That has not been in every COD game, but someone just drop-shotted here.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't see it from their POV, so maybe they were hip-firing while they did it and they were dumb, but I would be surprised if drop-shotting was not going to return. And yeah, like this optic is like the Vanguard slate reflector or
it's the exact slate reflector, yeah. And this is what I always said about Vanguard is like the game didn't feel like a World War II game. It just got negative reviews immediately because it was a World War II game, but like the gunplay didn't feel like it, and they have a lot of copy and pasted optics into this game.
Ground war maps that we're
which is totally fun.
We have 3 ground war maps that are brand new.
So we're not seeing gameplay anymore. Like, they're showing like a little. Hold down, they're back on gameplay.
Yeah, so that's
I'm gonna play some sound for you guys in podcast apps so you can just hear how the guns sound and shit.
You want to go bigger, but you don't necessarily want to dive fully into Warzone. You have ground war. That is so for people like me who like, you know, big, crazy, like huge battles.
Is your sound not synced up to your video?
Ground War is a great mode for that. And
I think it is.
Aside from Ground War, I'm excited to say that
Mine's not when they
there's
shoot.
another,
It's not even synced
another
up
mode
to what it's
coming back
showing.
that many of us know and love originally.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. It's the it's their
so
stream then, yeah.
That is War mode.
That's right.
Wow.
Yes, we are super. I mean, war mode holds.
So yeah, when you die to someone, it shows their calling card level, shows all of their perks, their equipment, what vests they're running.
So that guy had a vest and 3 perks. So for a total of like 4 perks, I guess. That's interesting.
Yeah, so and it was kind of what we talked about. So there's like gloves, there are boots, and then there's another category that has different things. Like we pretty much guessed a lot of it. Like there's like one of them is like a ghillie suit type of thing that does something.
Yeah, I want to see more kill cams. Infantry vest increases tac sprint duration and reduces refresh time. That's what the description said when this guy just respawned.
Oh, their stream is just
their stream is just dog shit.
So remember when we saw that campaign gameplay with that zoom scope, and I was like, this visual recoil looks really bad. Do you notice the sway when that guy was running around with a sniper?
I didn't like really.
The reticle was never in the center of the optic. It was very weird. So it looks like that issue's still there. Red dots look great. Iron sights look great. Zoom optics seem to still be terrible in that regard.
That might be their way of trying to balance it, so they give us one-shot snipers, which would be something I might take. But they're back at the desk here talking.
Every nook and cranny, understanding them, understanding where all of the Easter eggs are, where all the line sights are. We have tons and tons of PowerPoints about it that just allow us to go through and really understand like what makes these maps work. And then what we've done is we've taken that nostalgia and we've also added that modernization of spice on top of it, that when you're playing these, when you're coming back to them, it is familiar, but also new at the same time, where you're now able to mantle over things that you were never able to get to. You're able to get up on top of things. Right here, we're watching.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. There it is.
I live here. I live here.
Yeah.
Right on. And to Greg's point too, when these maps first came out in 2009, Hardpoint did not exist. Kill Confirm did not exist. So those are brand new modes for these maps that were never experienced.
Well, I'm interested to see how those modes potentially like elevate some of these maps that maybe were, you know, less played like competitively or even casually back in the day.
Dude, that guy is moving fast.
Whole new experience. You have
Oh,
some
he
of
was
those maps, those
zooming.
larger
Yeah,
maps in,
that guy's tack sprint was
Modern Warfare
quick,
9,
dude.
Derail
Oh, good. They have
and
the
Underpass.
audio and video stuff.
And those play fantastic when you get into 10v10 or 12v12. We've had those. Those modes are coming. They're gonna
why
come
is little
out
bro
after
here have
launch.
motion blur on? What are you doing,
And
man?
it's just
How are they
fabulous
inviting
to be
people
able
to
play them
COD
on there.
Next
We
that
also have
don't
control
immediately
for
turn off
those,
the motion blur?
Yeah, that's the first thing I'm doing.
He's a zombies
EDL
player, that's
folks.
why.
Yes.
And it's going to be amazing to watch the competitive community go to town on
Yeah,
these
aim
maps.
assist still
and
looks
really,
pretty good.
You know, play
I was
them
about to say the opposite. I was like, these guys have aim assist off. He
Well,
missed
we're
every
watching
single
some
shot.
great, kill confirmed action here. We've been flipping around a
Confirmed,
bit. And
breaking,
I,
aim
you know,
assist
find me in
does
that
not
Aim
work.
assist
lane.
is
That's all
nerfed.
I gotta say.
Engineer
Hi,
vest,
guys.
and that
I will
guy
be
had
there.
4
I will be waiting
perks.
for you in the beta tomorrow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
This is so great.
I think you get
Ready.
4 perks no matter what.
No,
I think
because
you're
the other guy
guaranteed a
had
vest.
3.
Call of Duty,
The
but,
other
like,
guy
what
had
better
3
way
with
to
the infantry
celebrate that
vest.
than, like, you know, with
We'll keep an eye on it. We'll
these
keep an eye on
16
it.
day one.
But
I think you get
the-
4 total with every vest. But yeah, we'll see.
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
just keep
I'm
an eye
gonna
on
take
it.
a moment to appreciate
Charlie Intel's
that.
tweeting about all that. I don't wanna
you know,
look at any
it's
of
not
that
every
yet.
day that
I
you
We'll
get
go
to
into that
watch
more
not
like
just
Saturday
Yeah,
and
like
shit.
great
Yeah.
things that you enjoyed so much.
80s times are
growing up,
great.
but then also to there are some streamers here who
You
are
really
younger
notice the
than,
increased
Call of
time to
Duty's,
kill in this game too.
launch, you know,
Like
20
this
years ago.
guy
So
we're
they're
watching
gonna
right
get to
here, shot
experience
first,
this
got
really
maybe
with a
2,
fresh
3
coat of
hit
paint for
markers,
the
still
first time.
died to the guy right in front of him. Like a heads up gunfight, he lost that.
Yeah.
Time
Mhm.
to kill looks really solid.
See, infantry vest, 3 perks.
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah, and the other one only had 2 there, huh?
No, the engineer vest had 4 perks.
Oh, okay.
So it was vest plus 4, where infantry is vest plus 3. So I'm guessing maybe your vest determines obviously what it gives itself, but in addition, it's like you get an extra perk or you lose a perk or whatever. So we'll see
Why
how
does
that
this guy have
plays
like
out.
goggles on? What is this shit?
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't know. They're talking about beta dates and things. But yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. I mean, for those of you listening, we did get leaks last night prior to CoD Next. So a lot of this gameplay looks familiar, but it looks good. And of course, we won't
Very
have an
fluid.
ultimate verdict on that until we play it ourselves, but it's looking pretty good.
You see that
I don't
shotgun
like-
there, man? Little shotgun for you.
Yeah, that's a Jack 12. It looks like, yeah.
Oh, he's got a juggernaut.
What was I gonna say? Fuck, I forget what I was gonna say. Yeah, this guy is moving slow as shit.
He's juggernaut. That's why.
Yeah.
I feel like that's still. Didn't in MW 19 you move super slow with juggernaut?
Slower than this, for sure.
Slow as fuck,
That's why
right?
no one used it, yeah.
Yeah, it was a terrible perk. All the irons I've seen have been pretty clean so far.
So when he's ADSing, there's a little prompt that comes up on his screen that says toggle tactical. Are
That's
you
the
noticing
tac
that?
stance. That's the tac
Oh,
stance.
okay. Got it.
Haven't seen anyone use it. I saw it in a bunch of leaks last night.
Got it. Okay.
So by the way, someone was saying in chat earlier something about the ADS jumping penalty. Supposedly that is still there. That is something they could change if
Yeah,
they
I'd like
want
to see someone
But Metaphor
actually do
said that is still in the game.
Yeah. This is very strongly reminiscent of MW2, the original.
This gun ADS is super slow. What is
Yeah,
that?
This is
That
a
recoil is
gun.
weird. What the hell was that?
I don't know. Like I'm
That
some
looks
kind of
weird
semi-auto
as hell,
sniper.
man. Like the optic just comes straight back. It looks funny. Oh, that's a K-Bammer, whoever we're watching.
Yeah,
Who's this guy?
real dumb shit. Ooh, just pissed on that guy. To your point, TTK difference. If that was MW2 TTK, that guy does not win that gunfight because he didn't shoot first. But in this game, he actually had the space to outplay him. So drop
Yeah, this
shotting
is a
is back,
marksman rifle
by the
he's
way. I'm like almost positive.
Who is this guy? Okay, there. Infantry vest, 3 perks.
Yep. and 3 equipment. Where engineer, I think, was 2 and 4. Oh, now we're seeing a look at the... Yeah, now we're seeing a look at the create a class screen.
Lightweight
There's 5
climbing.
boots.
Yeah. It looks like it does literally change the visual, which is what, of course, you would think, but you never know with Call of Duty. But yeah, it looks like it's actually going to change how your boots look.
Right.
Incoming DLC, by the way. Or, what's it called? Bundles.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there's something else to point out. Notice on the right side there, the lobby, it's supposedly going like BO4 style. I don't know if MW19 had it, where it shows calling cards and everyone listed on the right side again.
Ooh, good.
That makes Showcase actually a useful tool.
Yeah.
If we have the little showcase where you can select your calling cards, your operator, it looks nice little touch.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That would be good. By the way, I have the stream muted, so if they start talking about something interesting, tell me. I feel like it's kind of annoying for them to listen.
Yeah, I don't like how they... It's kind of weird how they're doing this so far. Yeah, I feel like this is not how last year's worked.
It definitely wasn't, yeah.
So yeah, we see map voting on the screen here between Rust and Estate. Got the time limit, can vote. Yeah, everyone's name,
by the way.
Everyone's name and calling cards are on the right-hand side of the lobby. That's really cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Like something little like that would make me want to grind for a nuke if they add a nuke calling card in on launch and not 6 months into the game, so you can get into a multiplayer lobby and show off your nuke calling card.
Correct.
Just little things like that.
It really is just little things like that. Yeah. This looks like the MW2 UI, but just actually like more optimized.
So these images they show of Rust, by the way, when you're loading in, make the map look so bad, and then you load in and there's not that much clutter on it.
Yeah.
I don't know why they provide these horrible screenshots.
Oh, this is what I was going to say earlier. There does seem to be like a weird like haze again on every fucking map. But I don't know if that's just because we're watching a stream or these people's settings are dog shit or something. But everything just looks hazy, not just on Rust, but like on High Rise too. It doesn't really impact the visibility. It just doesn't look good. That's what I've noticed. But again, these people probably haven't touched their settings at all, so I'm sure that can be rectified somewhat.
Is way too high. So one annoying thing I'm noticing here with Lupo, you can tell there's an ADS penalty when he's jumping. Also, when he's ADSing that shotgun, his front post has not been visible once. Because he's like ADS while he's moving and you never see the front post.
Yeah, he's like pulling the trigger before it's like lined up.
But even when he's fully ADS'd, it's always like off. I don't know, it looks weird. So Battle Rage is a tactical in this game, by the way. You can use Battle Rage instead of like a stun or some shit. Which is probably actually, honestly, maybe the move. Unlimited tac sprint in multiplayer? That's insane.
That is quite good, actually, yeah. I really like the XP notifications.
Yeah, I really like super clean, huh?
Yeah.
SAE.
You gotta reload, man.
Oh, is he going top Rust?
Uh-oh. Yeah, so now we're just watching some Rust gameplay.
Oh, he just did a little dolphin dive there.
Yeah, dove off a thing. Yeah, I wonder when we get to like another segment here, because I'm a little concerned about that.
I saw someone post a schedule. I don't know how they even had it, because it like wasn't even posted by Call of Duty. Let me try to find it.
Yeah, take a little peek at that. So yeah, there's like a bunch of details that are probably already coming out. If we like combed through every single streamer's POV, we could look at like the create a class selections. We're gonna have a full, there probably exists already, a full list of all the vests, at least at CoD Next, and all the perks as well, and what slots they go into. We're not really going to worry too much about covering that right now, because we just want to watch, comments on what we're seeing. And then on Saturday, we will go into all the details of those things.
Yeah. So according to the schedule, we should continue to have 6v6 multiplayer until 9:50 Pacific. So another 20 minutes. And then it's like almost an hour of the new game mode Cutthroat, which is the 3v3v3, I believe. Yeah, a whole fucking hour of that. So that's a little unfortunate. And then it's zombies and then Warzone. So like
we're not watching Cutthroat for an hour, yeah. We'll take a little intermission during that probably then.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Dude, Cutthroat is more time than multiplayer. Maybe it's something weird, like once they're done with this multiplayer, they're going to talk more about specifics and then play Cutthroat.
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, they don't need to show the new mode for an entire hour.
Yeah. Yeah, so one thing we've also noticed is that we have not seen a single person here use that little tactical stance gimmick that we kind of suspected was going to be gimmicky and unused.
Correct.
No one's used it, so.
Yeah, you know, it's like new, so maybe they don't want to yet. They kind of just want to test out the guns and put on a good show for all their little live streams, but the leaks I was seeing last night, they were using it a lot. But yeah, it's for sure going to be probably mostly an unused gimmick, I would imagine.
I feel like if anything, that might be what you do on hipfire builds with like SMGs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that
maybe.
Could be interesting, but I don't know exactly how it works either, so maybe not.
I kind of forgot how it worked. Yeah, it's like you move faster than running, but not as fast as sprinting, and you can shoot. It's something weird like that. I don't know. It's like some sort of in between.
Yeah, it's weird.
But yeah, not a single person has even toggled it.
Yeah. And I'm not sure I love the prompt coming up every time I ADS either.
Yeah, that's what I thought last night on the leaks. I agree. And also, if I have to ADS anyways, why would I want to ADS and then switch to the attack stance?
Yeah.
If like I see someone and I'm ADSing, I'm not switching to it.
I know. I thought it was like I thought you could just like turn it on and off whenever.
Oh, here
and
it is.
then
They're
once you
showing
ADS. Oh, there we go. Yeah. It's a little cinematic here. This is the new benchmark. So we got some Akimbo fully automatic pistols.
Are you listening to what they're saying?
No, should I be?
Oh, yeah, they were talking about it.
Benefits of using SMG.
And so those LMGs, like being able to take those longer range, when we talked earlier about Derail or some of the larger maps, like you want to be able to run a longer gun. So being able to take that in and then going to canted, going to tack stance, inside, indoors, going in those warehouses is a fabulous mechanic to have.
We just saw it here. We're seeing some clips.
Yeah, they were forced to show that because no one's actually using the features. They're like, oh, we better put in a little
I can see the application for it, and I think we're going to see some awesome outplay.
Okay, this
like players are going to go nuts with that feature.
Slate the guy's using as a blue dot. Weren't some of the other ones like yellow dot, but it looked like the exact same?
They were. Yeah,
optic?
So maybe we're getting customizable reticles. That's a good observation.
I don't know if it's actually just a totally different.
Let me take a look at it if he's ever going to ADS. No, that's the exact same, buddy. I think we got customizable reticles now, or at least color changes, which is good.
Yeah, I guess Vanguard did have 1 million of those, so that wouldn't be odd at all. That looks satisfying. Those little kill cams.
What do you mean?
The little hit marker icon when you shoot someone.
Oh.
How it's like a different. It's like the armor cracking type look.
Yeah.
Or maybe that must be the headshot one.
Yeah, everyone seems to be using this, what is this gun called?
ACR. That's why they're using it. I don't know what it's called in this game, but...
MCW is what they're calling it.
Dude, is it just me, or do teammates' name tags not seem very visible? Like, every time... We're watching a live stream, so every time they look at someone... I barely see the name tag, and I swear everyone else starts shooting their teammates too. So maybe it is hard to see your teammates.
Look here, we should be seeing in a moment.
Yeah, that's something that's hard to tell until you're actually playing yourself.
Clothing line, and you have a chance to win one of these 50
Oh, the hundreds
sets.
is still a brand?
So simple. All you got to do is follow at Call of Duty
Remember
on
how popular
X
that was
or
when we were in
Twitter,
high school?
and make sure you tweet or post hashtag CoD Next and hashtag sweepstakes for a chance to win one of 50 sets. The Ghost Bomb Collection. So follow the channel. Tweet the hashtags for a chance to win a set.
Also, no name tags.
Awesome lineup.
Nameplates.
Let's just go ahead and jump right back to the gameplay.
I think there have been.
Greg, you know, we'll toss
On
one over to
enemies,
you
I'm
here.
talking.
So for anyone,
Yeah, I know. I'll pay attention. Oh yeah, you're right. Just the diamonds.
You know, they're
we
now know
not
ideal. That's
ideal.
going to be
That was a possible leak. There was a rumor a while ago we talked about that said they were coming back.
It creates that like value for that player.
Okay.
Like, hey, my time here.
Yeah, that's one thing that could change.
And it is all about honoring the player investment for us. Like we call this carry forward. We talked a little bit about it before. We had some blog posts about it. But with carry forward, all of your investment into Modern Warfare 2 is coming over into Modern Warfare 3. So any weapon that you unlock is available for you.
They don't have aim assist in this game.
So
that's great. Yeah, I'm loving
it.
Game of the year,
right? That you've purchased or that you've unlocked as well. So if you got that spawn operator from Season 6.
The Season 6 Battle Pass is coming with us.
That's the Gunner Vest, and he only has 2 perks.
Day one, and it's fantastic.
Oh, really? I didn't notice
even
that.
all of the blueprints and everything coming in.
That gun looked clean that he was using. That reminded me of the new Geist, actually.
I
don't know what that one was.
This is like a little. What is this gun this guy's using?
Uzi.
Okay, yeah.
It is an Uzi. I don't know what it is in the game. So his reload time is really slow. So he must not be running the gloves or whatever.
That slide looks awful nice, though.
It looks super clean, yeah.
It looks awful nice, man.
Yeah, the slide looks fast, far, long, I guess. You can cancel it. I mean, most of the movement we're seeing so far looks actually just improved from MW19.
Yeah, it looks like just better MW19 movement. By the way, I think the Engineer's 4th perk is a set of goggles. That's what they look like to me. So, I wonder how many goggle selections they will... Jesus Christ, I had a lot of recoil. I wonder how many goggle selections we would have.
Yeah, see, I think that's probably just under the gear category. So it's probably like there's goggles, there's the ghillie or whatever that I had mentioned. Grenades come out quickly out of your little hand. Oh, this map has shit visibility. This is Skid Row, right?
This looks terrible, yeah. This is miserable. Looks very dark. Fucking visibility.
Yeah.
Really
another
bad.
thing, too, we're back to 0 color. This game has none of it. Not an ounce of color.
Yeah, not much, right?
Which is weird, because Vanguard was very colorful, right? Vanguard was vibrant as hell, and this shit looks super dull.
This map especially is like, yeah, very Soviet bloc.
You notice that time to kill right there. Did you see that? How many times this guy got hit when he was running away? Still survived.
Yep. Yeah, look at him right now, still alive. I don't love the red fucking thrombosis on the side of your screen when you're low health.
I haven't seen flames on the screen yet.
Yeah, true.
Has Sledgehammer changed? Oh, there's no AA. Look at that. It's gone. They removed it.
They'll make it stronger, don't worry.
They fucking removed it, dude.
You gotta relax, dude.
Controller flares, refund, baby. You ain't having fun this year, man.
It's gonna be insanely overpowered, don't worry.
It's gone, man.
Little striker on the ground.
Yeah, that red needs to go.
Yeah, that shit is super cringe. It's ugly in addition to being distracting. It's really not good.
I'm loving the look of the gunplay, though. Yeah, it is Battle Rage, Jake. It's when you pop Battle Rage, yeah.
And if that's good, then I'm going to have to be looking at it a lot if I'm going to be using it.
I guess they want some sort of little downside since Battle Rage is really good. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Vault Edition bundles.
Oh, God.
Are the weapon camos that are going to be
Mute
in
it.
our Vault
Don't
Edition.
let anyone hear this.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Edition.
I'll mute it.
Because
Yeah.
we got scammed last year, remember? Numerous vaults coming throughout the year. No, we never got once a vault.
We got the vault for pre-ordering, and that was it. Yeah, it's insane.
Also, once you get one mastery camo, you'll never use any of the vault shit again. I've never equipped it on any bundle, so don't bother buying it.
Yeah. Skins look pretty weird, but all right. So we got some more chatter here.
There, the blue version goes on Price and Ghost, and the red version goes on Warden and Makarov.
Okay,
Those are the
so this is
four
more
operators
just
that get
marketing.
the same reactive tech. So you're gonna see a little bit of the silver, metallic, shiny-looking skin come up on the
like her
hands,
shirt.
the torso. The better you do in the match.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of Warden hype on the
Actually.
internet, so I think people are really excited to see her in action, and that skin in particular is awesome. But one thing about the reactive skins, to your point, these are performance-driven, so that effect actually will scale back if you stop getting kills, guys.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, got to do well.
Reactive camos are always cool.
You want to see the fun stuff on screen.
Yeah, it's a great
It needs you to
idea.
perform. So those will be awesome. People will be popping off, having these awesome effects go around the map as well. And of course, those are in the Vault Edition.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of the weapons and diving into it a little bit more, I understand as well that there is also a new system that you guys have on top of that with the aftermarket parts.
See how fast she just got up from that dolphin dive?
Your tack sprint is like way faster than your regular sprint too.
Play in a different way,
it's pretty
just
crazy.
Off one part alone.
Yeah, it is. And here we're seeing
Getting a
little
look
bit
at
of it
the
where this
gunsmith
is
for a second
LMG that has a bullpup conversion to it. So they're full conversion kits.
We're back on our conversion kit bullshit as well.
And to change up, they are meaningful, powerful changes.
And that's
everyone.
a Renetti.
That's a Renetti that is actually turning into an SMG with this conversion kit. It's like a 3D printed part on there.
No secondary.
No secondary. So what you do not, like we have a gunner vest that allows you to take a primary as a secondary. You do not need to take that if you're swapping out your Renetti for that aftermarket part to make it into an SMG.
And one of the coolest things is how you unlock these amps. So we're going to see, we call them amps. We love acronyms here, guys.
Amps.
So we have two amps that are
aftermarket part.
coming to beta, I believe. But how you're going to unlock them at launch and beyond, you want to talk a little bit about those challenges?
Yeah, so in beta, they unlock a little differently than they do at launch. So at launch, they're actually, we have a new system called weekly challenges.
Yeah.
It is pretty much exactly as it sounds. There are challenges, a group of challenges that we release weekly.
I was worried it was like bi-weekly for a moment.
Yeah. Trick question.
Yeah. Thankfully, it is every week. And then the reward
Weekly
for getting all of those
challenges
challenges for that week is an aftermarket part. So the first 3 weeks that the game is out, we have an aftermarket part reward for those, completing those challenges. You can then take that aftermarket part into the game and use that.
Are you hearing this?
Again, it just the through line with Modern Warfare 3. This
I mean, yeah,
is
it's
player
fine. I
choice,
guess
player
who cares?
freedom.
I don't know.
On this new
I
way
mean, it's
to
cool
customize
actually
the
because it gives you a reason to actually do weekly challenges because you
choose the way
unlock
to
other
have that
aftermarket parts.
They make it sound like they're community challenges, like the.
No. You just have your own weekly challenges.
Oh,
this was leaked last week.
You know, just more of a look and
then,
enjoy,
yeah, that's
2 days ago.
You know, the game as players continue to run
this
around.
girl, by the way, we're watching
get into
keeps
some more
jumping.
shenanigans, playing
You've
some domination
really
here
noticed
as
the
well on
ADS
the
jump
stage.
penalty. This shit has to go. How do you talk about movement and how much faster you made the game, and then you still have the ADS jumping penalty in? Let's just stop. Let's stop with this bullshit.
Yeah, I want to pay more attention now.
That mantle through the window was
Dude,
really
the
fast.
mantle speed is insane.
She just flew through it. It's because they got rid of the ridiculous animation for it.
Yeah.
Battle Rage needs to be nerfed, by the way.
Yeah, literally everyone's using it.
They honestly may need to change it to a field upgrade. Yeah, why would I ever use a stun or flash in multiplayer when that exists?
Yeah. Agreed.
For something quite bold.
Yeah, I mean, I think it really was a big part of the context for the players. It's not just a UI menu with choices, that were sort of ambiguous. It was a little bit, we wanted to make sure that you brought in your fighting load carrier, right?
So nervous that camera in your face.
Oh yeah,
is this thing where every piece of gear that you brought in did something meaningful for your loadout selection.
Yeah.
So perks was a big part of that, and we got a chance to look at the gear items, all inspired by real-world military tech and items, and we were able to really figure out what goes with what and what are the remixes we want to make, and we think we came up with a really good and interesting field of choices in our perks this year.
So I don't know if you guys can see it. We're taking a look around the room at the moment. We actually have a 2-story streaming tower. I'm going to call it a tower.
Pretty epic in here.
It's absolutely wild in here.
Yeah, so they're still just going around, kind of just looking over the venue. Nothing really being talked about now, so I just muted. Yeah, I've not seen any ledge hanging. True.
There was some image that came out a few days ago of someone standing there ledge hanging with a pistol. So what I think we're not sure of yet, maybe you can only ledge hang if you have a pistol out in your hand, maybe, or if you have one equipped, then it turns into a ledge hang. I don't know, but the mechanic seems to be there.
Yeah. We're seeing more gameplay here. So for those of you listening, I mean, yeah, the long and short of it is it looks pretty fucking solid. The only complaints we have so far really are lack of color, which doesn't impact gameplay, but it is annoying aesthetically. And that won't change. So no. If you enjoy color, or I mean, maybe zombies will have some color, but multiplayer just won't ever. So if you're an NVIDIA filters enjoyer, boost that saturation. That's complaint number 1. Complaint number 2 is the jumping ADS penalty seems to be pretty bad. Mm-hmm. I need to pay more attention. I'm looking for people to do it now, but it's no worse than MW2 though. So to be fair,
no, because the base ADS speeds are still a lot better.
Right. Yeah. And then the other complaint was I'm not sure. I think that was it, kind of. So the toggle tactical every time I ADS, they need to remove that prompt, or there needs to be an option to turn that prompt off. Because having a bunch of text right under where I'm aiming is going to get very old very fucking fast. I'm already tired of it, and I haven't even played the game yet. But every single time I ADS, if I'm ADS'd with a fucking sniper with a 12x scope, I obviously don't want to toggle tactical stance. Why does that prompt show up? It doesn't need to. That's another complaint I have.
Yeah, because it's right below your reticle too, which is annoying. It's right below the middle of your screen.
It's not in a good spot at all. So hopefully that either gets removed or there's at least an option to remove it. Because if you're going to be using that, you're going to know what keybind it is, and you're going to know when you can do it. You don't need a prompt every time. But aside from that, everything else looks really good so far. I mean, the movement is, of course, the biggest standout, but the TTK is pretty long. We've seen people who did not shoot first, but still got the kill, which does not happen in MW2. And then, the creator class system, Battle Rage looks a little OP. That's another complaint, but I'm sure that could get nerfed. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. Everything else looks good, man. Really good.
Yeah, that just showed a slide while ADSing and shooting.
Yep, he did all.
Earlier was showing Lupo running an AR, and he came out of a tac sprint and immediately ADS. And I'm not kidding. From tac sprint to ADSing was faster than a quick ADS build on MW2. It was immediate. He went from tac sprinting to ADS.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're talking about better strafe speeds.
Yeah, I do want to. I want to see the strafe speed. He slid while ADS'd. He ADS'd first and then slid. That was interesting. Very interesting.
Clear trade-offs, I think, between what you're talking about, selecting the vest, selecting the boots. It's going to come at a cost, and that's where the
he
the
just
balance
toggled
lies.
it.
And we love that we are going into these matches. You're making decisions. You have to make those decisions before.
By the way, why is it shown
and really
3 POVs of live stream when there are 200 people there? Why does it keep showing the same 3 people?
Yeah, it's pretty weird. So by the way, this guy on his ACR is using 5.56 penetration rounds.
Be right back.
So we are getting ammo types back, obviously.
Let's talk. I haven't seen anybody get one yet. I've seen a couple streaks pop off, but I'm wondering about kill streaks.
Yeah.
If we have any personal favorites at the desk here.
Well, for sure. I mean, the equipment selection we have in Modern Warfare 3 is so much fun. I think my personal favorite, we'll start with the Breacher drone, which is actually a lethal. It's in your lethal slot. Yes. So it's basically a handheld drone that you pull out, and it's just slow flying down a hallway. You can clear dom points, hard points, and wipe out an entire
kill streak that goes in your lethal slot?
4-piece.
Yeah.
Equip the breacher drone.
Yeah,
that's your option.
It'll explode on
That's
impact.
interesting. I
the
wonder
counter
how
to that
works.
one, though, it's slow moving enough. You can shoot it down if you see it, the sky coming at you.
There you go.
So bomb drones
so
are
in
coming
addition to
back.
that, we
That's
have
cringe.
a mosquito drone, which you shoot into the air, and it basically encircles an area and then dive bombs an enemy when an enemy approaches that area.
I will, in fact, say that my experience with the mosquito drone has been quite like as annoying as a real mosquito. they plague me in matches when I've play tested, and so I'm.
Yeah, that seems really good for
headphones on.
Put a drone over B.
That's how you know
hear that thing coming.
Right, right. We have something called the ACS, which is affectionately called the capture bot on the dev team. So it's basically this box that you throw down on a dom point or hard point, and it'll capture the point for you. So you can hang back and get in cover, and then let it capture the point for you. So when enemies come to try to take it, you can take them out from behind cover.
This guy is zooming with
So just yesterday, I had an awesome match where I put down an ACS on a dom point and then shot a mosquito drone in the air that it was patrolling. So I just like hung back and watched the whole thing unfold. An enemy rolled in there to try to get my ACS out, and then the mosquito drone got it, and I didn't have to do anything. I was just like, that's right. That's all my equipment doing the work for me.
Crafted the master plan to capture this point.
I was pretty proud of myself. It was pretty epic.
And then you went on to drop a nuke and have a big
game. Dude, the tack sprint duration is for sure increased.
But,
you see how long this guy's tack sprinting for?
Yeah.
In MW2, it's actually like 2 seconds without double time.
It was an awesome moment. So we just have a bunch of fun stuff coming in terms of lethals, tacticals, field equipment, streaks. We have the Guardian that gets a lot of love. It's basically, this thing that you put down that's an area of denial tool. You can just, it really limits enemies' movement when they run into the beam that it shoots out.
It doesn't actually eliminate players. For those of you who are going to stay tuned for Warzone later, which is hopefully all of you, I think we're going to see a lot of the Guardian in Battle Royale later. But it is that aerial denial, not necessarily getting the eliminations, but eliminating the players who are
So there's going to be a kill streak called the Guardian that does area denial that you can use in Warzone.
Scrambler that you throw down, and it's basically
that's going to be interesting. I wonder how that works.
Like the ghost perk in a certain area.
Not sure.
So it wipes out enemy.
I hate it actually. I'm pretty sure.
Enemy UAVs won't work. Like everybody won't show up on the name map in this certain area. But the counter to that
was that the streak you were talking about?
Area. Yeah. So you'll get ghosts.
When we did that episode, and you say like it'd be good to like put over a site if you're on Dom. Oh, that's the one that caps the flag for you. That's what I'm thinking of. Remember, there's something that caps it for you.
Yeah, the AVS.
That's not
I think.
What talking about then? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So a question I have is, looking at this, it looks so much different to MW2. How seamless of a transition is the new movement going to be into Warzone 2? Because it's a lot different. You know?
Yeah, I don't know how they do that. I don't know how easy that is from their POV. But again, they haven't fucking done anything for the last 3 months. So they've actually just been working on this, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it from Modern Warfare 2, bring that forward.
Like, they got to play it early yesterday, and a bunch of the people were tweeting about, like, the Warzone quality of life changes are like, you guys aren't going to believe the amount of changes to Warzone. So they're either just all lying again, like they did in Season 2 or whatever that was, or they just purposely pushed everything back to make this Warzone update seem bigger than it otherwise would be.
Yeah.
But excited to say that later in Season 1, we will have...
Okay, so we're past the 50-minute mark, so we should be getting this cutthroat bullshit pretty soon.
But that wraps up our core 6v6 gameplay for the day. We're going to see the folks behind us switch over. We've got an exciting new mode to talk about that we're going to get to here in a second. It's called Cutthroat. It is awesome. There's so much to get into there. But first, we have a quick special announcement for all of our PlayStation players out there like me. Take a look.
PlayStation.
It's a nice looking knife.
When they speak of me, they want to lock your doors.
Is this a BO4 operator? No.
C'est mignon. That's cute.
So it's probably going to be a PlayStation exclusive operator. Lockpick is her name. She's a girl boss. Shocking.
I've never found a lock. I couldn't break.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So there's some operator pack if you are on PlayStation in pre-order. Super don't care. Super don't care.
Announcing the PlayStation exclusive Lockpick operator pack, including the fan-goated Lockpick operator skin, the American Gothic blueprint, and the Starry Knife melee weapon blueprint. Lockpick is a cunning art feat with noble motivations and an exciting new operator to come to Modern Warfare 3. PlayStation players can get the Lockpick operator by
She's such a fucking girl boss.
By pre-ordering Modern Warfare 3 on the PlayStation Store with the items playable at the game's launch on November 10th. I didn't know she was a PlayStation exclusive operator. This is my main in all the playtests. I auto-lock Lockpick. It is how it is.
Don't say you auto-lock it. No.
I didn't know she was an artsy. I was like, Thomas Crown there. Hello, it's me. But we're about to head into live gameplay action for a brand new mode coming to Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. But first, a couple of words from our sponsors.
Okay, muting that for sure. So yeah, we're gonna get Cutthroat. Have we heard anything about this yet? Sounds
no,
vaguely familiar.
I think it's like Face Off, which is the 2v2 game mode.
Okay.
Oh my god, they're trying to sell watches for $350.
Oh, MVMT. Yeah.
Yeah, so those cost them $7 to make, by the way. So I think it's like Face Off, but it's 3v3.
Okay. So we need an hour to explain that game mode, right?
I think we need 10 minutes. Yeah, I really don't understand why we're going to have to watch an hour of this.
Yeah. So for those of you listening at home, we will probably edit out a lot of the Cutthroat shit. But yeah.
Free action, so you're gonna have a little bit of a mosh pit there going on.
There's a lot of threes in it.
Yeah.
So
it's fun to say.
Oh.
It is
really fun to say.
hard to say after a while. It's all about elimination. So you're there. As long as your squad can take out the other two squads, that's how you're gonna win. It is inspired by Gunfight. Like, you are actually, like, it is a very competitive mode. The thing that we like about it is it plays on all of our fantastic 16 launch maps that are there, and you get to play them in a new way. So in the past, like TDM, you're spawning at either side of the map. What Cutthroat is allowing us to do is put these triangular spawns in. So because they're 3 different teams, you now have 3 points. Triangle. Math somewhere in there.
Geometry, brother.
Simple math.
I'm gonna end my own life.
And so it allows you to experience these maps in a way that you've never experienced before, which is part of that modernization that we like to talk about in the maps. And it's a fun experience to have, super competitive, and it's one life to live mode. It's very fun.
You can regen your down teammates, though.
Oh,
Yes,
wait, I thought it was
respawn
respawn 3v3v3.
That's a
Yeah,
fun
this
little way
sounds
to,
miserable.
come back after.
And it's like cyber attack where you can revive down teammates.
Inspiration
So the good thing here is I don't think we are going to see
Gunfight.
this for an hour, because they show Cutthroat, Ground War, and War mode. So I bet for the next hour it's showing all 3 of those.
That would be interesting.
We're simply going offline if they talk about Cutthroat for an hour.
Yeah, I'm super anxious to get into Ground War and War mode.
As exciting, as competitive, as Gunfight in there, and really bring something new to the table too, so our players can go out and have fun and enjoy a new experience with their squad.
Yeah,
and you can take your loadout this time. So,
yes, that's what I was going to say. Unlike Gunfight, we're not providing the squads with weapons. You can actually bring your blueprints and your loadout with you.
Yep, that's right.
And it is sweaty.
It is a sweaty game.
It's sweaty because you have half a
excited to see these
KD.
guys play it because
Yeah,
they're
every
awesome
game
at
is
the game
sweaty for
anyway.
you, yeah.
We see Dr. Lupo here. He is on Cutthroat, and of course the objective, the capture point.
Oh, it's like Champions Hill. Oh, yeah, we could just
he's
get
down.
past
You
this
can't get
now.
downed, but
Don't show me
and picked up
anymore.
by your teammates.
Yeah, so this is a dog shit game mode none of you will play. Yeah, and they removed aim assist, I guess. Oh, that guy was K-Bam. Wait, no. Lupo's K-Bam.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah. Yep, this guy's like camping a window.
It bugs me so much that the reticle's not in the middle of the screen there. It was like down to the left. It makes me so mad. Put it in the middle of the fucking screen, god damn it.
I didn't notice the reticle not being in the middle.
It's not perfectly in the middle, and it moves when you move, of course, which is how they usually do it, but it's just worse.
Yeah, that's some crazy hair. So yeah, Cutthroat is just one of these stupid game modes like Champions Hill. Yeah, that like no one will play. It's like a beta only game mode that you'll only play if that's the only thing you're allowed to. I don't know why
we
keep
didn't even
doing
play
this,
it in the beta. I don't think
we didn't play it in the beta.
I don't think we ever played it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said we're not ever playing this.
Yeah, I literally didn't play it once. I don't think. So yeah, it's like 3 teams of 3, and there's no respawns, but you can revive your teammates. And then there's 1 flag. And I guess the objective is to either be the last team alive or capture the flag. But the flag isn't cappable right away. It takes like 45 seconds for the flag to be cappable. Oh no, it's just an overtime flag. Never mind. Oh, so it literally is just like gunfight 3v3v3. Except you pick your loadout and you can res your teammates. That's all there is to it. I mean... this sounds like kind of fun for like customs for us and shit, but this is nothing anyone's going to be playing like seriously or anything. So, and it's up to 3. First team to 3 wins. By the way, we're seeing a state again. Can't you tell there's just like a haze? Just like this map especially, I guess, but still, I feel like all of them have kind of had this.
Yeah, it's just like the fog.
I'm getting a little worried about the visibility, dude. No nameplates. The diamonds don't seem to be appearing super often.
I was thinking that too. Like,
I don't love the visibility.
Like, there have been numerous times, like right there, he's looking at them. Oh, I guess the diamonds are showing. It's just hard to see. I hope it's just because we're watching someone else's POV.
Yeah.
This could be one of those things when you play it, it's very noticeable and it's okay.
Yeah. At the very least, we get diamonds instead of nothing like in Cold War. Cold War, you could get diamonds, but you had to use a flashlight attachment, which forced us to use it. But here, it seems like you get it by default, which is good.
Didn't Cold War also have health and nameplates, though?
No. That's why that map was so dog shit. With the weeds at mid.
I thought that just made it so you can see them further away, wasn't it? Didn't you still see them either way, or was the range just not good?
I don't think so. But I don't know. And they might have changed it later, whatever. Yeah, so we're seeing more cutthroat gameplay, and again, there's nothing else to say. I mean, it's still the same mechanics, still the same movement, obviously, that we've been seeing, and it's just in a shit game mode now. But it does look like everyone has a down state and a full state. So I wonder if you full someone, that means you can't be revived? In this mode, anyway?
Yeah, I would imagine.
Huh.
Yeah, Battle Rage is actually busted. There's not going to be a reason to use any other tactical. Like, you regen health immediately, the tac sprint. I don't get it. Especially, she's using, I guess, the thing where you carry 2 tacticals, which will be good if Cutthroats are with Battle Rage as the tactical, because she just used it and she stole us another one.
Yeah. And what exactly does Battle Rage do? Unlimited tac sprint, you said?
It's like unlimited tac sprint, health refresh, heals. That's how it's worked in the past. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know exactly how it works yet, but we will find out. Bevo with the $10 super chat. Thank you very much.
They're going to talk about Ground War.
Very much appreciate that. All right, let me unmute.
Warfare 3.
Thank you, Bevo.
This is our big 32v32 mode. It's the biggest battle that we have in the multiplayer experience. And we will be showcasing 3 new Ground War maps at launch, with 2 of them being playable in the open beta.
Okay.
I believe that's the Levin resort that we just saw there.
Yeah, right. So in the beta, we have Popov Power and Orlov Military Base.
Orlov Military Base.
Yeah, but these are the 3. Yeah, you got it down.
These are for sure ripped from the Warzone
We also
map.
have a few new vehicles. So during the open beta, you'll be able to play, I believe, 2 new vehicles for Modern Warfare 3, with more to come at launch and during live seasons.
That's right.
Ooh, she saw his shadow.
And
I like that.
mentioned it a bit earlier, but War Mode is returning. In addition to Ground War,
you know what I haven't heard yet, Tanner, which is getting me a little worried?
Will be coming
a single footstep.
With Modern Warfare 3.
It is awesome, and it is the attack
I mean, my volume's
Adam
down
spoke a
low.
little bit about it earlier.
I don't know.
But you are Task Force 141 trying to take down the Coney
There's
group
dead
that has
silence
taken over a
anyways,
military
so
base. They are launching
hear any.
ICBMs, and you are getting your tank out there, escorting your tank through a downtown area, and just having a blast doing it, and not to have a blast with the ICBMs as well.
Good pun. Good ICBM pun there.
Yeah, there was. It was trying to come out, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah, I saw what you were doing there. I liked it. Yeah.
Oh,
And also, there was a really cool
punish.
tank on screen that was just causing utter mayhem. So that's what we care about.
It is that attack defense scenario where you are escorting that down the path, and it is a very linear combat. You have very clear lines of sight, clear.
We're talking about war
lines.
mode now, by the way.
That's the gameplay that
Is
we're going
it
for.
6v6, 5v5? What's the?
It is 6v6.
66. Okay. Yeah. Nice.
So it is classic war mode. If we all remember what classic war mode is, but it is linear
Dude,
objectives.
war mode
There's 3
is
sets of them,
6v6.
and it is a fantastic experience that we're excited for players to get their hands on.
I thought it was bigger than
I
that.
thought it was a large game. Yeah, I did
that's
too.
the truth. They're very. There's just so many options, which is the thing that really sticks to me. Like, if you don't want to jump in with your friends,
thank you, Bevo, again.
Play
Appreciate it,
regular
dude.
matchmaking. You could do war mode. You could do ground war. Was that? It feels like that
the
was
stream
the mission
now.
of the studio
You're
here
here,
to
by
like
the way.
really give players that ability to just like make the decision, go with your friends, play what you want.
Yeah, that kind of sucks all the wind out of war mode for me. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I never played a
6v6?
game with war mode, but I thought they were
I thought it was
larger.
like 12 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so did I.
I want to thank you guys so much for joining us here today to share Modern Warfare 3 with the world. And that is going to wrap it up for the MW3 multiplayer segment of the show. Once again, a big thank you to Adam, Greg, as well as Kim for joining us here. But now we're going to head over to one of my favorite people. It's Maven, who's got a couple streamers that he's going to be putting in the hot and ready seat presented by Little Caesars. Trust me, it's as hilarious as it sounds.
Come on,
Maven, who you got?
Ricky.
Thank you. You know, when I thought about being hot and ready, the first thing that came to mind was my guy Legion.
Hey.
Another
I'm really proud to be the other
plays, streams,
I don't know
or
who
uploads
this
any
is,
content on COD.
It looks beautiful.
He's a big Twitch partner
first thing
that
you said
has
to me
never played
is
COD.
how fun this is, and you're like, I'm feeling like I'm 18 again, out frying.
Listen, I'm cranking out energy drink burps right now. I'm 30, I'm feeling 18. I just
45.
smoked Biffle. Where's he at? I don't know where
He's
he's at.
30?
This guy's
Yeah, he
incredible. I
doesn't
smoked
look
him with a
great.
shotgun. I'm feeling alert right now, Maven.
I can tell the
Which
second
is
you
fine.
sat down, like, my guy is locked. What have you loved the
He smoked
most
a
so
lot of
far about
cigarettes in
just
his
getting
early
in, diving
20s.
in MW3?
Brother, all the fun stuff is really fun. The shotguns, the new tags, the new lethals, bro. I'm just out here doing anything to just make everybody angry. It's just angry as possible. I'm zooming.
Well, was it a bit of a surprise at first? Like, when you got in, like, how much fun you were having? Like, does it kind of defy expectations?
Listen, I was 16 when Modern Warfare 2 came out. So all these maps that we are playing in Modern Warfare 3 right now, throwing back, bro, it's just like you picked it right back up again, and I'm body. I don't know. It's so fun.
You're a talented and very handsome guy. Now let's talk about the chair. This is the hot and ready seat presented by Little Caesars.
Bro's gonna break
we
that
were,
chair,
we were a
man.
little bit worried
Yeah,
about
that
what
thing
this was going to be
doesn't
able to
look
handle,
super-
especially if I tried to sit on your lap.
It's a
This is the
cardboard
hot
chair,
seat, dude.
yeah.
You like yourself some pizza?
Listen, I was a little worried that the cardboard capacity, I'd be a little overweight, but I'm feeling really good right now, and I feel like you and I together in this hot seat together, it's just too much hotness. This is too much interaction. If our bald heads connect one more time, the venue lights shut down.
You should get that hat. Does that say KC?
Speaking of that, we got to get out of here. Let's
Yep.
get this over to Shift Legion.
those, man.
Thank you so much, buddy.
Oh, there's just always comedy with two bald guys in the mix. But yeah, I hold chips here with the one and only Shotzi. I got to start with the fun question first. I mean, just enjoyment level. How are you enjoying the game to this point?
This game's amazing, man. I have nothing but good things to say about this game. I love the movement. Everything about it is godlike.
All right, you set me up for like the perfect segue. Have you found ways to finesse the movement system yet? Because I know going into the beta, that's probably your main goal, is to find ways to just completely over-embellish the movement system. How are you feeling so far about how this game moves?
It moves smoothly than any other CoD I've played. I feel like it has a mix of like fast and a little bit of a slower slide cancel, but yeah, I love it. It's very
smoother
very
than any COD.
Have you broken anything yet?
I'm not broken anything, but I will say that there's like these sneakers that allow you to like slide ADS, and I feel like that's meta right now.
All right, so make sure you check out the stream for that, because that's going to be all the hacks and clues for that. Now, getting into the competitiveness, I mean, last year, lots of conversations about skill gap. Where is it going to be? Do you feel like movement is going to be one of the main focus points for those trying to take their game to the more competitive level, or where do you think that the competitive skill gap is going to be for this game?
So yeah, definitely movement. I feel like slide canceling obviously is going to be, you know, very OP, and then I feel like the aim assist in this game is actually very not as sticky as other games. I feel like mid and far range, it's actually, yeah, not as sticky. So that's definitely interesting.
Wow.
Thanks so much, my man. Of course, you can check him out on his stream.
This is a CDL player. This is a CDL player, by the way, so he would certainly
what they just saw with multiplayer before we come back with the team from Treyarch to give us our first look at game footage and details for Modern Warfare Zombies. But first, a quick word from our sponsors.
Call of Duty Next.
Yeah, so here's the thing. If any of you fucking idiots like us play on keyboard and mouse, don't get excited that the aim assist isn't that good. It will be.
Too late.
It will be. Don't worry. This is not the final form of aim assist. They're not going to make it like tremendously weaker. I just don't believe it. It's too good to be true. It's not happening. Aim assist is going to be as good as it is now in MW2, I would imagine. Although, if it is in fact weaker right now, it's pretty fucking weird that it's weaker right now, because we're pretty close to launch, so I don't know why they would do that unless they did it on accident.
Alley Cat on the corner there. We are going to be, I suppose reacting is one way to put it now, but like, this is one of the hardest jobs I've ever had to work in my life. I've never been this excited about a COD. Like, Legion hit the nail on the head. I'm 18 again, 34 in skin, but 18 in gunny. Lottie, first impressions, lay it on, Miguel.
Oh gosh, I mean, how cool is this? I think you get that element of nostalgia, the new kind of newness from the game as well. It's refreshing all in one. I mean, for me, I think it's got to be about the fact that you can kind of almost customize what you want to do, what type of player you want to be in game. I mean, it starts with movement, and then you're looking at the perk system, but there's a balance there as well. And I'm just so excited to see what type of player, first of all, I'll be, but especially our two MP experts over here, Nameless, Ali. I mean, you guys not only talk about multiplayer for a living, but you guys play it day in, day out, so many hours grinding. Nameless, what are you making of it so far?
Yeah, I mean, you know me, I've been playing Call of Duty since way back in the day.
A little ray gun on the table.
And for me, what this feels like is you're getting the classic maps, you're getting the best things that we all fell in love with Call of Duty about, but you're also getting the best of the innovations of recent Call of Duties as well. So it's just been spectacular seeing. We played Hardpoint on Skid Row yesterday.
Yeah, don't forget also, by the way, guys, I don't think it's going to happen this year, but it did last year. There was a goated with the cum bunny hop in the beta for MW2, and they just removed it and refused to elaborate. They never said anything about it again. I don't think something like that with the movement really is going to happen for this game. This girl's gorgeous, by the way, but I do think it's possible with like aim assist that they just simply crank that bitch to 12 and refuse to elaborate. I think that's entirely possible. So we'll see.
What have they been talking about?
We played.
I had
We're making the most meaningful decisions I think ever in COD when it comes to.
So there is some zombies gameplay coming out, which we're about to see. There is assimilation. So it is, yeah, it's exactly. I mean, it's PvE, whatever. It just may make it too easy. I mean, you can choose not to assimilate, but 6-person.
The closer it is to DMZ, the more disappointed I am.
It has the same UI. It is exactly the same, and it's just essence instead of cash. And you can still buy things, but it's just with essence. It is quite literally DMZ reskinned.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what they showcase for that. I'm gonna unmute and go pee.
And again, meaningful choices, like from top to bottom. What shoes am I wearing? What kind of gloves am I wearing in this loadout?
Yeah.
How do I want to play? Am I stationary? I might have the strafe speed shoes on, get my shoulders working. We heard Shots talk about the tack stance and how he's sliding around the map. And this is something we cannot stress this enough, friends. You're going to be schmooving in this game like you may have never moved before in CoD.
It's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm so excited. I want to hear what you think as well as the fact that you can turn a pistol basically into an SMG. You don't need a perk. You don't need to have that on. You can literally do that
they
yourself
keep pushing
with guns and get it to the way that you want
aftermarket
it.
parts,
I mean,
man. Turning a pistol into an SMG.
secondary
You can do that in MW too.
with an AR. I mean, that's just stunning.
It's not interesting. No one does it.
Like the aftermarket weapon attachments as well with the weekly challenges. So there'll be a bunch of different types of variations that you have with your gun. But we saw the Renetti. It's already insane. I saw a tweet from Scump on the timeline, a 10-piece with the Renetti. So when you turn that into an SMG, I mean, it's going to be crazy. The world's your oyster.
It's going to be absolutely incredible. Ali, I've got to ask you, what are you most excited about? You play so much, but jumping into game, what type of player do you think you see yourself becoming with Modern Warfare 3 now?
I just gotta order some new controllers to get used to breaking my thumbsticks all over again. And honestly, that's that's something that is really close to the CDL heart. The competitive style is getting into the slide canceling and the ADSing, like Shotzi was touching on. But also, I just want to talk about the fact of like, I was 9 years old when a lot of these maps were a thing, and like, my bad. But yeah, like I was watching my dad play, but like I don't like those are core memories for me, but I never really got to load in. And so like now as a 23-year-old getting to load into these maps and kind of like have the nostalgia of, oh, I kind of recognize this, like I kind of know this map.
These fucking
but, like,
kids
not
these
knowing
days,
every
man.
nook and
You watched
cranny
your
just
dad
yet.
play.
And, like, so it's still kind of new to me, but it's also nostalgic at the same time.
And to Ali's point, like think about running around favela and being able to mantle as fast as you can in this game. Some of the different boots that you mentioned, we were messing around with that
ray
slide
gun looks
yesterday.
cool.
It goes for a while, and you can aim in virtually instantly and
dope.
cancel it as well. So there's so many different things that people are going to get into this
so
game and
much
figure
money
out.
into
It's
this
going to
event,
play
dude.
a bit
I know.
different than obviously back in day with MW2, but a lot better. It feels super smooth.
And that's the most important thing we've been touching upon and people have been asking us about. How does it feel? How does it feel?
Oh,
it
incredible.
feels really good. It's very, very smooth. To your point, sliding shoes on. I'm hitting tack stance faster than ever. I'm sliding with full ADS.
Yeah, they need
You
to
can hit
stop
snipe,
pushing
Scott.
tack stance.
Have you ever imagined hitting a fully
You can't
zoomed in
make
They're
tack
really
stance
trying.
happen.
sliding?
Yeah,
they're really
MW3
trying to
is the
push it.
game
They
for
gotta
you.
stop.
Yeah, we've got a lot of cool stuff. Times all the one times optics, so anything red dot, a lot of the hollows. None of these things really add anything to ADS speed anymore. So the game itself in general has sped up tremendously. We were messing around with tack stance.
Yeah, the entire
yesterday as well.
marketing
I mean,
campaign
so
is,
the
hey, we're going back to
weapon.
everything you guys
I'm
liked
running a
from
big
3
times
years
8
ago.
scope, right? I can't ADS in, but if I want to hit those kind of more
Which I'll
CQB
take,
situations,
but, I mean,
I'm keeping maximum spatial
Infinity Ward
awareness,
isn't a
I've got
development
situational
studio.
awareness, my screen's up. I'm able to use a weapon with a big scope in close range, whether it's an LMG, whether it's a sniper. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's still really nice to have choices as a player. We've got so many options here. So much fun.
Yeah, I think that's the key word, right? The buzzword, I think, coming off the back of what we saw on the desk. It's the choices that you can make. And I think balance is such an important thing. I think in any Call of Duty game, balance is key, especially when you're going up against players who do have a choice.
I don't know
of
who
what
this
they want to
girl
run,
is, the one on the
especially with
left.
perks.
I've never
But being
seen her
able to
at any
have
event.
that potential to take
She's
something
been
away if you do
an
want to risk and
announcer
reward.
chick. She was at the
You're
last
coming in
CoD
with
Next.
potentially like silent footsteps.
You sure not talking about the girl on the right? She's at every CoD event. This girl, though, I've never seen.
Yeah.
The other girl is Alley Cat.
That balance is so important, I think,
yeah, I
in
don't know
all
who
Call of
this
Duty titles.
100%. I mean, footsteps are
She's
silent
a
if you
Brit.
want them to be. That is a massive W. I was running around yesterday, and I saw red dots on the mini-map. My footsteps were silent. I was sneaking up on people. I was just having a blast. I mean, we're talking about...
Yeah, this shit they're talking. I muted it. Yeah, so we're now just waiting. I guess they're getting into zombies next. To my surprise, they didn't show much of the cutthroat game mode, which is fine. Yeah, I mean, so far, again, it kind of looks like everything they talked about, honestly. They're talking about daily login rewards now. Get some loading screens, some guns, a BO3 animated emblem, which is fucking weird, but okay. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, it looks exactly how I expected it to look, honestly. The gameplay leaks yesterday and today. I mean, it looks by and large like what all the leaks talked about it being would look like.
Yeah, most of the leaks this year have been pretty true.
Pretty accurate.
Pretty real and true, yeah. That doesn't always happen.
Also, yeah, red dots on the minimap again. We haven't had that for a long time, and it actually worked. Like, we sort of had it in Vanguard, but it was all buggy and weird. I don't know. And there was like silencers and subsonic ammo and ghost, and it was buggy also and didn't make sense. Exclusive Ace made a video about it, and we couldn't figure out what he meant even. It was a whole fucking disaster.
Oh yeah, he did make a bunch of videos trying to.
Yeah, because it was so unclear. But now we're just getting traditional red dots on the minimap. Which, I mean, yeah, it's sad that we have to be excited about that, but I am. That'll be fun, I think.
How old do you think Lottie is?
36.
Yeah, pretty old. I was thinking like 38. Yeah, she's up there.
Yeah, which is fine.
Maybe even 40.
Which is fine.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's interesting.
Yeah, usually younger people in this scene.
Today's episode is brought to you by us. This is our own ad, Get Scammed. If you've been thinking of joining the Patreon and now is the absolute best time, we just wrapped up our Call of Duty Next stream and we are looking forward to recording a Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer deep dive bonus episode this next week. From October 13th to October 31st, free trials will be available on our Patreon, patreon.com/Dropshot. Sign up anytime during those dates and you will get a 7-day free trial period at the gold tier. You will immediately gain access to our back catalog of bonus episodes along with early access public episodes. The Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer deep dive episode will be our first bonus episode of the month, and you will gain access to that and more coming later on in the month. Join at the gold tier for $5 a month for early access, ad-free episodes, 3 COD-related bonus episodes every month, and access to a patron Discord channel. $10 a month gets you the platinum tier. Everything from the gold tier alongside 1 Q&A every single month, banger Q&As. Damascus, $20 a month. Comes with a nice little behind-the-scenes episode, access to the Discord Damascus Lounge, which is the most lit channel in Discord, and of course our monthly Damascus Hangout. $50 a month will get you the Obsidian tier. What do you get for it? Nothing more than bragging rights. You get a black name in Discord, access to the Obsidian Skybox chat, and of course you just get to show people that you're rich. If you hated hearing this ad, now's the perfect time. Sign up for the Patreon free trials October 13th to the 31st, a 7-day free trial at the gold tier.
Okay, we're seeing another
of the same trailer. They're really pushing these bundles.
Yeah, they're just selling the fuck out of
It'd be
this
interesting
shit.
to go to look back at COD Next last year and see if they tried to sell bundles this much. Because I just feel like the last few months, especially with Call of Duty in general, it is just all bundle pushing. Every piece of marketing is a new bundle. Every time the Call of Duty account tweets, it's just a bundle. They used to actually tweet about changes to the game. They don't. It's just bundles.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get into zombies here. That's what's next,
I
right?
really want to. Yeah, that's what they said, I think. I really want to hear. Although they talked about Ground War and they said like, oh, we have Ground War and there's going to be 2 maps in the beta and that's it. Are we going to see any Ground War today?
I guess not. I think they were talking about it.
That sucks.
3's campaign, all that in store very, very soon. But now though, friends, it's time for something quite different. Straight
here we go.
From our friends at Treyarch, here is a look at Modern Warfare Zombies.
Here we go, baby.
We're DMCA'd again.
Yep. Our YouTube channel's been deleted. The brightest lasers, dude.
One of our patrols reported hostile contact.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Then went dark.
There's one! I can see him!
Ooh.
MWC.
You will infill into a low-threat zone. Nothing gets in. And nothing, I say again, nothing gets out.
So it's just a cinematic trailer. They're killing zombies, basically, for those of you listening. There are different zombie types.
Pretty large hordes.
Pretty large hordes.
Dynamic and evolving. There are other friendly assets on the ground.
So Juggernaut.
Join forces to take out those
Join
threats.
forces, assimilation.
Oh, the Hellhounds.
New wonder weapon there.
Ooh, yeah. The fucking suck might come back, dude. I would love the fucking suck to come back.
Oh. I think it shows red dots of zombies on the minimap. It just showed a bunch, right? Oh, I guess it's probably when you pop a UAV, it shows them or something, maybe?
I don't know. Another Gigas. A lot of variation in the zombies, which is good. We've already seen like 4 variants, I think.
Oh, that thing is creepy looking.
5 variants.
Oh.
So that's like a boss that's going to take a fuck ton of ammo to kill. Which is fine.
Mystery boxes coming back.
So we saw a dirt bike, by the way, so there will be vehicles in this mode.
Yeah, they earlier on the trailer they showed the Jeep, Bertha, and something else too.
Yeah. Which we speculated about on patreon.com/thedropshot.
I don't know if they'll talk about it in this, but there are zombies mastery camos as well.
Ooh, okay, good.
You just got a sneak peek at the end of that trailer of the Soul Harvester weapon blueprint. More on that in just a bit. But now, let's welcome some very special guests from Treyarch, because you got Kevin Drew as well as Miles Leslie. Kevin is the Associate Director of Design, and Miles is the Associate Creative Director. Welcome to the both of y'all, and it is so exciting to talk about some zombies.
Fired up to be here. Yes.
It looks awesome in here. We just swapped over to a little undead purple in the back.
When I think of the undead, I think of
the ambiance.
Yeah, I mean, there's something about purple and zombies that just, it really does something for me.
Okay.
But guys, earlier this week, we held an event at Treyarch. We were able to bring a couple of different groups of creators who are here today at Call of Duty Next.
Player-driven pacing.
You guys have had folks in the
Deep
studio
replayability.
for a long
One of
time.
the
It was
little
super
points
exciting.
here.
You want to talk a little bit about the event and some of the awesome reactions we got to see in the room from these guys?
Yeah, no, it was a great experience bringing in those people. You know, zombies is traditionally something that is a mode based on exploration, discovery, but we felt like there's so much new here. We really wanted to get a group in there, play it, get hands-on, get impressions, get feedback, and we just had a really great time.
Sticky Ricky.
You're getting to see a couple of the reactions in the room there. They got to see some footage. They got some playtime. You guys answered about some questions.
Yeah, the playtest though was absolutely fantastic. There were so many awesome moments. It just felt right getting them into play.
Well, I was going to ask, like, as you know, having been in the lab, making this for so long, right? And then getting people to see it. And what you guys said before, I remember you guys mentioning that it's not a thing you do often, bringing people into the studio. So that must have been a very, like, almost revealing experience for you guys, right?
It felt very good getting outside people besides us playing it.
Yeah,
like,
you're like, oh, wait a minute, this game is good.
Hey, this is super fun. You know? So it's like, we were right. Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah.
Guys, one of the most popular questions I noticed, you know, ripe amongst the crowd of creators that was there. Easter eggs. We know them, we love them, we want them.
We talked about this on our Patreon episode
what, if
too.
anything, can you tell us? Give us a little taste.
I mean,
a little tidbit, a little morsel.
A little something.
We can't give them all.
Giving anything.
Well, then what should we expect?
So if you were paying
there?
attention to that trailer you just saw for the first time, maybe at the end, if you go back and scrub it, you might see something that you'll see that's kind of big. Now, I don't want to give it all away. There's a lot to discover in this open world.
Yeah, but you're limited to 50
and I think that is going to lead perfectly to my question, which is, with so much that needs to be unpacked here, I guess, you know, what I'm curious about is, like, what are the key things that you want the community to know about this iteration of Zombies? The differences potentially from, you know, the previous game till this one, because you guys are having some fun with it out there.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a mode based on experimentation, and we're really doing that here. This is taking our gameplay, our classic Zombies gameplay and mechanics, and putting them on the big map and all of the experiences that offers with vehicles and the vast space and the higher player count. And then on top of that, putting it in the modern warfare era where you have their equipment, the operators, and it just feels so badass, you know?
And it's this massive open world co-op experience. So that's something that feels exciting. It feels different. Kind of what led you guys to design, you know, Modern Warfare Zombies the way that you did in this big new way?
I wonder if they're going to touch on the round-based question.
The biggest PvE experience we've ever had in the franchise. So.
Which
in
is
the past,
yes.
we had pure PvE.
Yes, pure PvE, no PvP.
You're safe here, and there's you know we usually have four players.
Kind of. You know,
safe
it is
relative.
zombies at the end of the day. Yeah. But then you mentioned like the way that the game is played, the open world. But how do the players like interact with one another in that world? Because and also like, you know, I like running solo from time to time. Is that also something that's possible as well?
Absolutely. So it's 24 players total. You can go in solo. You can go in with your
players
squad.
Total.
But what's awesome is that you're all on the same team trying to do the same thing. So when you're out in the world, you'll run into other squads or other players. You can make a decision in that moment to like combine and form a super squad.
Oh, so you can form a super team.
Yes.
Like in-game form a super team.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's 8 squads of 3. You can group up together. You can go lone wolf it. I don't know if I'd recommend that, guys, from what I've seen.
I mean,
experienced players.
If you want a challenge, you can go in solo, but it is a lot of fun to grab some friends, form those super squads.
Yeah.
And again, the map is massive. There's zombies everywhere. There's other surprises everywhere.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
I'm getting excited.
And so a couple weeks ago, we saw the very first look at Modern Warfare Zombies in the cinematic that we released, which really sets the stage for the narrative of Modern Warfare Zombies in that we see Soap, we see Laswell, and more importantly, we saw someone who I didn't think we were going to see again.
That's right.
Miles, can you take us through what's going on?
What's going on here?
What's going on?
100%. Yeah, 100%. So
We're talking about
that
here.
opportunity that Kevin talked about is there's a few
they
questions
sure are,
where
and they're
people saw
now
that
showing the
cinematic.
trailer
If you
we
hadn't,
saw
go and
a
watch
couple
it. It's
weeks ago.
awesome. Hold on a second. Where are we in time and place? We are between Modern Warfare 19 and MW22, the year 2021, and that's really important to the story because in true Treyarch Zombies fashion, we are always jumping eras, jumping moments, and really touching different timelines in interesting ways. I can't go into all of it, but there's a reason for that. Now, the next question which you're hinting to is, why is Zakayev alive? I saw him die, but did you? Did you really?
I saw him get shot. I saw him fall
I saw
down in the
Zakayev
asylum.
Another person that dies in a campaign
but in
and
true
is
sort of
really
story
alive.
fashion, if there's no body, he's not dead. Now, Task Force 141 went back to that silo. There was water at the bottom. It had been drained. Lots of blood. And Zakayev was gone. Now, officially declared deceased.
Ooh.
But then whispers emerged that he's still alive. And now, of course, in true sort of villain fashion, he starts to hear whispers himself as he's recovering from falling down that silo, which he did.
Yeah, that hurts.
That hurts a little bit.
Yep.
Is about this new thing called Ethereum. And he wants to get it. And that really sets the stage. All of that, by the way, is day one getting in the door like you saw in the cinematic, which is that's the start of the story. And players are going to experience this story just in really interesting ways.
So it's a flashback, it's canon, we've got worlds colliding with Cold War, with Modern Warfare. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But the story really progresses in a new and interesting way. Let's take a look at how these come to life in the intro mission.
Ooh. Yes.
The what? Oh, intro
good,
mission.
Say, get some actual gameplay. Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. Keep in
Weird
mind,
that
it's
they
the
call it
Warzone
an
map,
intro mission. Yeah, true. Good point.
Objective is a roof-mounted comms tower. Marking location on TAC map.
They're in a chopper, they're landing on a roof. A lot of zombies already on the ground, a lot of them.
To establish comms.
Looks like those are AI.
That's what I was about to say, yeah.
Which is interesting.
A lot more zombies than I expected.
Same exact voice line from them too. Wait, he's just killing humans.
Objective is on the roof.
Then they're
like a different faction, I guess.
Were they human, or were they just like humans that were overtaken by that became zombies, so they're still dressed like them?
Maybe. We'll see, I guess. But he looked real human to me in that little snippet.
I still need a minute or two. I'm in the middle of erasing my research from the Terminus database.
These are like unambiguously like that guy does not look like a zombie.
Yeah, those are not zombies. They have guns. Okay.
So it's like we speculated it might be. There's going to be AI enemy factions.
Other humans on it, yeah.
And enemy zombies, obviously.
Let's ADS, right?
Yeah, let's aim down our sides first.
So what you just saw there was just a little snippet of that story mission intro, and what's really exciting again about
I like
this
how it was
opportunity
showing
across the open
like there were like commentary during that mission, like little pop-ups like zombies has usually.
It's weird that they're talking about intro mission too, because that implies that it's not just go in for 60 minutes.
I'm assuming it just means it's the intro mission, like DMZ. Like, you know how you can only select a very small number of missions to start? It probably just has one intro mission where you have to do something, and then that'll start unlocking
You just want to
other
jump
missions.
in and
that
kill
makes
some
sense.
zombies.
Yeah.
You can free roam and do that, and then jump to the story later. We really have embraced that open world sort of feeling across this, and that's really the exciting thing is kind of pick your poison, that player pacing in that sense.
Modern Warfare 3 is about options.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's becoming more and more prevalent to me as I'm hearing you guys talk about this like throughout the day.
You can play as a
super
sentinel,
awesome
you can
and
play
great to see that like
aggressive.
the player choice is very prevalent, right? But zombies has been a mode that's been in the game for such a long time. It's really. It runs side by side, parallel to Call of Duty and its incredible legacy. But there are still players that are going to be new to this, that are coming into this with a fresh set of eyes for the first time ever. What's in store for them? Because, this could be a little jarring, right? There's a lot of stuff going on over here.
Absolutely. So zombies can be pretty intimidating. And we know that there might be a lot of players who might only play Modern Warfare, or DMZ, or Warzone. So we've built
look at the
this
overhead
Warzone
view.
map to make sure
It's
that
all
they can
buildings,
have success
by the way.
and have fun, and also support our veteran audience. So
and on a brand new
map, and we'll talk about that more later.
Not later.
But here, for this mode, we've broken it down into 3 tiers of difficulty. So you're going to infill on the outer
It's like you
edges,
said,
and
Tanner.
This is kind of like lower level difficulty. And new players can really hang out here for the duration of a match and have a great
That's what I
time.
said.
But our advanced players are going to want to try to get into that center of that map as soon as possible. That's where Sakeo threw that vial and started this entire incursion.
What an arm on him.
Yeah.
I gotta say.
He yeeted the vial. Now we have a hot zone.
Yep.
And now we have to pay
Hate
for
to
it.
see
All
it.
right. Well, then let's look at the flip side of that one, though, right? Because we talked about the new players, how we get those folks into the game and have them playing something outside of their comfort zone, so to speak. But one thing that we know is that there are core Zombies fans that love this experience, live and breathe it. So what do you have for them?
Yeah, absolutely. When you talk about that fusion, and like Kevin said, the experimentation was, well, how do you bring all those core zombie Treyarch features into this new world? And we've done just that. You can see we've got the mystery box. We've got wall buys. We've got the pack-a-punch, the pat machine. All of these things are spread out across this ginormous map. And as you go in, it's up to you. Where do you want to buy them? How do you want to accumulate your arsenal and your loadout? How do you want to tackle this world? But those zombies features are super key to making this feel fresh and really an evolution of that sort of open world feel.
Yeah, it's good to keep all that shit, obviously.
And again, it's fused with the Modern Warfare DMZ feeling as well as buy stations as well, using the score streaks.
You're going to see features that you recognize if from experiences in other modes.
100%, which you may not have had in other zombies. So that's where you really.
I wonder if we're getting that out-of-game economy again, where you spend the $800.
I'm hoping they
it's a
mention
sweet
that.
new feature, folks.
Haven't heard anything yet.
Cereal. You can't find this in the map. I wish you could. Yeah. It's actually delicious, though.
Yeah, it's here Call of Duty Next. It has some awesome features. It's got a UV light.
It's outrageous.
I may or may not have taken a box of
Oh,
those
yeah,
already.
I've stolen this.
I mean, a crate. I'm not talking about a single box. I'm talking a single crate. What came off the truck? You know?
Wow.
And shout out to Off Limits Cereal for making this with the box bespoke for Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, and it's a woman-owned business, which is dope.
Awesome.
And it goes in the dark.
Bang.
Yeah. So I would be remiss to not hit on one of the really core features for our Zombies players. And that's the Wonder Weapon, guys.
Yes.
I need to know.
Yeah, so of course we have a Wonder Weapon, and it has been custom made again for this open world experience. It is the Scorcher.
Oh my word.
I'm going to let you just look at it for a second.
I think it shocks.
Yes,
that thing is huge.
It's absolutely amazing. So the Scorcher, again, is built for demolishing the highest density of zombies you've ever seen before. Oh yes, the hordes.
It looks kind of dog shit, honestly.
And then on top of that, it's got an alt fire. It launches.
I mean, it kills the whole fucking horde. It takes a long time to juice up.
If you want to jump into a horde,
unlike the ray gun, you can move quickly.
Of zombies, if you want
but it seems like if there's a massive horde pushing you, you just really.
You can like rocket.
How did he just fly in the air right there? By the way, what was that?
Once you get into like basically the flow state
that was cool. I want to know how you do
that.
There's no wait, you used the you used the wonder weapon. I think he like aimed it.
Part of what makes zombies so special, especially with this new open world field, is the replayability. Is this?
Oh, here we go.
It's not a one and done game mode. So how is Modern Warfare 3 Zombies gonna push that forward and take the next step in terms of what keeps players coming back for more every time?
Yeah, so this is a really kind of replayable mode. It's an extraction exfil mode, right? So you're trying to get deeper and deeper into the map, and at first you're not going to be that successful. You're going to have to play a lot over and over, gain mastery, try to take things out, make sure you successfully exfil so you can come back in the next time with hit the ground running with the right stuff.
Yeah. And when you talked to me, we mentioned it before, we saw Zakayev yeet the vial in the cinematic. That has created the
not liking it.
That super hot area.
Mention it
a little bit of on the TAC map. Can you talk to me about how the storm will play into the map, what that vial did, and what the gameplay repercussions?
That's a huge L. That's going to ruin the mode
this
if not.
Is in the map, and it's the source. It's spreading the dark aether, so it will always be there in the map. It's going to dictate this time limit. At 45 minutes, it's going to start growing and completely consuming the map, and that's where you need to get out.
Yeah.
A lot of zombies.
And it gets really, intense.
So it's a total 1 hour
session
limit. Yeah, 1 hour session. Again, those.
It's a cool camo. That's probably some zombie-specific camo.
It goes back to getting
animated.
Again, player pacing. You want to stay on the outer edges. Awesome. You want to challenge yourself, go into medium and high threat. But the Aether Storm waits for no one, and it will come. And it will make the zombies harder. Yeah. And that's part of the challenge and fun is, are we going into the storm to cleanse it? Yeah. Are we avoiding it?
What are we going to find in there?
Are we getting the hell out of Dodge?
What's the exfil plan?
What are we doing here?
What are we doing here?
Is really where you get into a lot of fun.
And really, too, when you think about that heat map for zombies, part of that is going to be gearing up. You said you're spending, a lot of players will be spending a lot of time on the outer edges of the map or in the yellow. Yeah. Gearing up, getting that loot, collecting the right things that we need to have a successful infill. But one of the most exciting things about that is how weapons will carry over from match to match.
Yeah, so if you're familiar with DMZ, we have contraband weapons, so everything you're finding in the match you can take out and bring
really like DMZ.
Resistance.
Yes,
yeah.
Certain slots, but we've really taken that to the next level with all the zombies upgrades. So, in the past you've had to do all that just in game and you lose it. Now, all of those things have been formed into a consumable version called acquisition. So things like Pack-a-Punch, weapon rarity, ammo mods, wonder weapons. Yeah. All of those things you can find in the match and you can decide to use them then, or you can take them out and just start the next match, load up, Pack-a-Punch, drink 4 perks immediately, and now you're good to go. Like you're going all the way into the high threat.
Straight into the red zone, juiced up on perks, right?
Yeah. Quite a difference, right? But what was the, I guess, like inspiration? Was it just, hey, let's just try something creative, different, fun, do what Zombies has always done and push the bar?
Yeah, it's just like introducing this different kind of pressure with the time limit, but then now giving players this additional ability to bring things in is huge.
Yeah, it's part of that. How do you use new players and seasons players, right? It kind of relates to rounds. If you're familiar from that, is like when you get into the higher zones and you have more of that arsenal. That's for those seasons.
Don't try to relate it.
They're going to feel it and they're going to want that challenge. Well, you know what? There's a big challenge there, so you better be loaded up on a bunch of stuff coming in to really succeed.
All right, we're getting into the lightning round here. Finally, Miles.
Okay.
I asked you before. You said that Zombies is all about discovery, and it is. We know those secrets, those Easter eggs are out there lurking in the world. But of all the secrets, again, I'm going to pressure you.
Keep going back to the well here, Steph.
What can you tell us? What should we be looking out for?
I can't get into all of the secrets. I want to, but the team would kill me. There's a lot in there. But
we want people to find them.
We do want them to find them, but we have, again, taken advantage of this map. There's a lot there on day one for Discover. We love watching the community find these things. That is part of the fun. So we don't want to spoil any of it, but there's a lot in there, and we're already planning some fun stuff to come later as well.
Well, look,
more coming.
You're not getting it out of us.
Well, you know what? Steph might be trying to dig deep. I will never do that. Ever in a million years. But what can you guys tell me about the monsters? What do you tell us about all the monsters that we have coming up here? Because there seems like there's some wild ones that are going to be available for players to fight against.
We have a full gambit. It starts with just our zombies. We have more zombies than we've ever seen before in one space. They completely fill up this map. Anywhere you go, there's going to be danger.
That's good to hear.
But then we have
a lot of zombies.
all of
Love
our
that.
other awesome enemies. So Hellhound, our Mimic, who can disguise himself as a cache in the map, so you have to be careful. The Disciple, he buffs.
That was me this morning.
Just waking up.
Free coffee.
Yeah, and that dude
zombies,
was from...
life draining. The main
So it doesn't
killer
look
with
like the
his
annoying bitch
cannon
is
and
coming
ranged
back, that
attacks,
annoying
so just
zombies chick.
all sorts of threats. But the Mega Abomination, he's about 3 times bigger than we last saw him.
Yeah, because he needed
That
to be
was the
bigger.
one that Treyarch
absolutely
dev
thrown some
responded to,
crawlers
saying
under
the
his stomach.
Vanguard AI was
fine.
not coming
Dingo
back.
Bengals
He
is
can't
in
fit
there.
in buildings anymore. He's so big. So he needs
Yes,
those
correct.
guys to
But he'll
go
still
inside.
get you in the
Oh,
buildings.
but this is when you talk about like that opportunity of open world is, okay, you think you're going to be safe, I'm going to run inside. No, absolutely not. The Abomination will send in these little creatures, and they will try to explode and flush you out. So really, it's, do you want to die by the lasers outside, or do you want to die by these zombie explosions? Again, it's up to you.
Your choice.
It's your choice.
Choose your own adventure.
That's right.
But perhaps more terrifying than monsters even for the first time. There are humans in zombies as well.
The
Enemy
real enemies all along.
Yeah.
So this enemy PMC group
Yeah, absolutely.
is in the world.
That's another, again, important to the story when you go back to Sakayev and this Terminus Outcomes PMC group. They're his muscle that he's hired. They found that Ethereum. They want more in true sort of bad guy fashion, and they are across the map. So for the first time, you're going to be able to, if you want, fight these AI. There's a gameplay loop tied to them where there's a progression on that side, and you can run into them. You can avoid them if you want. If you just want to chill out and shoot zombies all day, that's great. You want to mix it, that's cool. Or
how would you avoid them if they're there fighting zombies? Aren't they just going to aggro to
take
you?
a horde of zombies.
Yes.
And Kevin loves to say it's like a hornet's
So
nest.
they're just
which it is.
that's
You shoot a
that's
few,
another
you
CoD
get a
Next
big
live for
horde
sure.
of 'em.
You're not going to
They're
be able to
upset.
avoid them.
And you basically train them right into the human
that's
AI.
cool.
And,
Okay.
And it's basically the zombies are third partying.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. So we're 100% team zombies, and you just kind of sneak by as they're causing all the carnage, so you can loot, get what you need, and get out. But it's really just I can't express the moment when you unleash your own zombie horde on the human AI. It's really satisfying.
Awesome. I can't wait. Well,
So
you guys saw it after the Zombies trailer earlier, but in a couple of minutes, Lottie's going to give you all the details on the Soul Harvester weapon blueprint. Stay tuned.
Super
That thing
don't
is
care.
absolutely absurd. It's 100% something that you're going to want to see in Zombies day one. But I have some other news. We got a little taste of that big map that you guys keep talking about.
Uh-oh.
I am excited to announce that the big map you saw here teased in Modern Warfare Zombies was actually your very first look at the brand new map coming to Warzone. We're deep diving into Battle Royale coming next.
Oh boy,
Whoa.
it's going to
Stay
be
tuned.
awesome
I'm
stuff.
excited for that.
Firstly, Kevin Miles, I want to thank you guys so much for your time. Your
All
passion.
right, so I'm going to mute now.
Yeah.
Okay, zombies. So,
Little worried.
So I will say it is virtually certain we are not getting my favorite part of Cold War Zombies added to MW3 Zombies, which was that when you extract, you would earn Aether Crystals to spend on upgrading your field upgrades, your perks, or your weapon categories. That was the big replayability feature in round-based zombies in Cold War. We are virtually certainly not getting that back, because if we were, they would have talked about it. The replayability here is that you can pack a punch your gun, extract with it, and then you can like save that in your contraband for later when your better friends get on or whatever. So overall, I'll say I'm kind of disappointed by the zombies reveal. It sounds frankly less fun than I think it could have sounded. Although I will also say definitely sounds more fun than DMZ. But it really has a fuck ton of DMZ mechanics. And if you can imagine DMZ with MW3 movement and guns and pack-a-punches, zombies, and you know, more zombies. That's kind of what it's going to be. It actually is like DMZ reskinned as zombies, which is a shame. Because you're not, yeah, it's a shame. And I don't like it. And actually, they didn't talk about field upgrades at all. Like the healing aura or the ring of fire or anything like that. I don't know if we're even getting that again. Sounds like we're not, frankly. You're muted.
That is in the game. There's gameplay I've already seen on Twitter, and you have like one of them, he had like the Aether Shroud or something. So that's all still there. But it sounds like the thing we talked about a lot in that Patreon episode, the out of game upgrade system is just not here at all. And they're essentially replacing it in their minds. They think the extraction mission style of DMZ is good enough, but it's not. It's just not.
It's not.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
They're trying to push that it has replayability. It doesn't. They're like, oh, you know, loot speed cola, come out and then save it, and then you can just bring it in and pop it. That's not the same. That's exactly how DMZ is, and DMZ is boring to play. So I will say this will undoubtedly be a lot more fun than DMZ. Shooting zombies, it does look fun, but I cannot see that lasting very long. I think it's going to be a very repetitive mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just nothing to grind for. They think just because you make something an extraction style game, that means you have something to grind for because you have to extract. That doesn't mean a goddamn thing.
Yeah. So, yeah, exactly.
A little worried.
Yeah. DMZ just doesn't have the replayability that extraction thing they're talking about. They say they want to give you that replayability with the extraction. It doesn't work in DMZ, though. I still don't want to replay DMZ very much. But maybe we're in the minority. Again, we have no idea how many people were DMZ players this year. But what else is interesting is they said they're going to keep actual DMZ also, in addition to this mode, which is going to be very similar, which I find very odd. But I don't know. What are they talking about here now?
This gun
They're not talking about anything yet, but Warzone info coming out from Charlie Intel. Wow. No large rotating maps. When Warzone and MW3 integrate, Warzone will have Urzikstan, Ashika Island, and Vondel.
Oh. So bye to Al Mazrah, huh?
Warzone, MW3 movement. Ghost only works while moving. Woo! Stim tactical boost movement, like in Caldera. Woo! Red dots on minimap when shooting. Ammo separate in backpack. I don't know what that means. Like a separate, like you don't have to worry about, like it just auto picks up all ammo types, maybe. Gas mask equipped manually. They could have done that 6 months ago, by the way. Always have pistol while swimming. Okay.
Oh, so you don't have to have one equipped.
Okay. Yeah.
Something.
Tear gas countered by gas mask plus more. So we're going to see gameplay of it real soon here. And again, there's a bunch of info out on Twitter. I'm not going to look through all of it right now. Saturday up will be a banger. We'll go through all of this shit.
Yeah.
But one hope I have about zombies is that since that little mission gameplay we were seeing, it did seem like a campaign style mission where they're like talking and telling you to do things.
That helps a lot more than you would think.
Whereas DMZ is just like you choose a mission, and then you go in and you pick up 5 phones. There's no commentary, nothing's going on. When they add that little extra campaign feel to it, or like what Zombies has, they're talking to you. There's a little story going on at the same time. That could help. That could help a lot. So I don't know. I'm a little worried about Zombies, but hopefully the storyline will actually be interesting as compared to DMZ, and that will make it playable and fun.
Yeah, for sure. That will make it better, yeah. I think it's going to be more fun than DMZ is right now. I just wonder how much more fun, basically. And
drivable train.
What?
They're talking about Warzone stuff right now.
Oh.
Any of those
drivable train, horizontal zip lines.
I instantly saw the one where you have to get, I think, like a double elimination with a drivable train.
Oh, what?
Yeah, wait. A drivable train?
One more time so the people out there.
You have to get a double elimination with a drivable.
What is that?
Hold on.
It's a train you could drive, guys. More on that later. But we did this last year. It's a lot of fun. So when our streamers are involved in that big old game of Warzone, we're going to be keeping an eye on these challenges. And if we do manage to complete that bingo card of Mania, you might have a chance to win television. Very exciting stuff.
Yep,
Yes, and during this next hour to enter for a chance to win, you need to submit a tweet using the hashtags #CoD Next and #TCLXCOD sweepstakes. For each challenge completed by our streamers during the TCL Power Hour.
Warzone's going to be very different, actually.
Yeah, that's going to be weird. What does drivable train mean? It's not like you can just take it off the tracks.
Other new Warzone specific perks, at least 3 other Warzone specific perks coming.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. That's good.
Well, with that, very, very excited. But with that, our time has come. We're now going to hear a quick word from our sponsors. And then it's back over to Golden Boy and Stephanie at the desk with a very, very special guest, Raven. And then it's time for Warzone.
Oh, Ted Timmy Timmons about to come
Yeah,
up.
Ted Timmy Timmons about to tell tall tales on the television. Yeah.
But yeah,
yeah, zombies, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I don't know. They're for sure trying to make it sound harder than it actually is. They're like, oh, you're not going to be able to go to the difficult zone like on your first infill. I bet you will. I bet it won't be that hard at all. It's certainly not going to be harder than like level 60 on round based, right? So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it's such like a small area.
The hard spot, yeah.
Like imagine spawning in every time, having to run through the other areas just to get to the area you want to fight. By that time, there's like 30 minutes left in the map. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Now joined by Ted Timmons. He's the
Ted
Timmy
Timmons, baby.
Raven Software. Ted, it is a pleasure to have you here, my
TL.
friend. How you feeling, man?
This is something else. I can't wait to show you what Raven's
At 250 players, you know, it's kind of big.
It's something, yeah.
Just a couple close friends.
Yeah, I mean, we
dropping by.
Couple homies.
Playing some games.
Have a cup of tea.
Yeah, a cup of tea.
You know, do our thing.
I could actually go for a good cuppa. Now that I actually think about it.
We're in the right
Stop
place.
with the banter. God damn it.
Yeah. We're really excited to have you and talk all things Warzone because I know everyone's chomping at the bit to get this information.
They are, and we teased it a bit earlier. There's a new map coming to Warzone later this year. I'm happy to say.
Triple
But Ted,
Triple T, yeah.
tell us where we're headed.
Ready? Welcome to Urzikstan.
Ooh, okay.
Where the Middle East.
Take a look. Here's Urzikstan.
This is it. We've
We've
been
got-
waiting. We've been
Don't
sort of
love the
hinting.
POI
Hinting.
names.
Hinting all day
Hadika?
long, a
Hey,
little
you
bit
guys
for
want
the
to land
last week.
Hadika?
It's of course got 11
That's farms, buddy.
unique
Yeah.
Let's call it
guys here.
farm,
It's all
suburbs,
seamlessly
manor,
integrated,
city.
brand new map, full of wonderful nostalgia that we'll dive into as well when we play.
And you mentioned this is where the Middle East meets Europe,
Eastern
a little bit
Europe, yes.
Eastern Europe.
So this is not Las Alamos,
and,
then?
Urzikstan will, of course, be
Obviously.
familiar.
Yes.
To
I
many
guess it's
Modern
like the
Warfare
same
players
layout as
a
Las
central
Alamos. They're just
location,
calling it a
from the
different
campaign,
name,
of course,
basically.
where
I guess this is
Farah
what Las
is
Alamos
from.
was supposed to be.
This
There's,
is
look
my
at that zip line.
personal favorite
Yeah, that's
point of
dope.
interest.
That's just like
dope.
Cold War
Huge
Zombies. That's really cool.
That makes the
crane that's got on
buildings,
a sender.
the
If
big
you look
buildings a lot more
carefully, you might
manageable
see
when
a
you can get to
zip
other
line,
roofs
which we'll
easily
talk
like that.
about.
That makes them not
Yeah.
really
Like
as big of an
say-
I
issue.
saw
True.
that, and that definitely caught my eye. But any opportunity to also be in more
It looks
lush
just like
environments with that
MW19, dude.
industrial
The
spin,
color
I kinda
palette,
like
the
Sorkin
graphics.
industrial
Yeah,
as
this
well
is
for
on
that.
the northern side of the
Yeah.
map.
Wow.
If you're just listening,
again, when we think about something
Verdansk
like
vibes,
Warzone, you need
hardcore
those
Verdansk
industrial
Yeah.
districts.
Nothing
We've got
even
Pop Off
fucking
Power.
close to
I
Mazra
made a
Caldera.
joke yesterday
Not
with our
even
creators
close.
Yeah.
Here, I'm
Pop
sure
off on
later
pop off?
today. Yeah,
That's going to be a thing.
That's how it
wonderful point
works.
of interest.
Yeah, colors
this
aren't
is
great.
Shine
That's
Manor.
worrying me. That may lead to poor visibility, but we'll see.
Fuck this manor. Never going here. Looks miserable to fight here. Low Town. So this is like
Is that
favela. Yeah.
kind of.
Sort of in the centralized area of the map, so we expect this to be a hot drop.
Yeah, Old Town, Low Town,
Yes.
put nearby one another. Of course,
Yeah.
we've got this beautiful ruined
So this is going to be the
architecture,
hard
sort
part
a
of
bit
zombies,
those
by the way.
touches
Old
across the
Town and
map
Low
here.
Town.
And
All of
That's the
military
dead
base.
center
I'm hearing
part of
this
the
is
map.
your favorite POI, huh?
my
Is that
personal
a giant
favorite, I love
array?
military
Is that a
base
giant
way back
fucking sentry
in
array?
Vermont.
Countdown.
You can
This
find
looks
me
fun
at,
to
at the
fight.
military base, and
It's
so
countdown
these
map.
bunkers speak to me.
What's sticking out to me, looking at
Yeah.
all of
Water.
these different locations, is density. There's
Yes.
a lot in the, like in between different
Shopping
buildings,
center,
different
huh?
locations.
Superstore?
It really feels like there's going to be some fun opportunities to get some good fights in.
Yeah, it was one of our focus points, and I love this Vista shot.
That area looked like
it
Moz
was
a lot,
genuinely one of our
actually.
focus points was to say, how can we make a more dense map where it feels like, in terms of like rotation opportunities, the regain, that there's always some way like you can go and kind of call home. So
yeah,
glad that's coming across.
And we touch on. I think what's really interesting is you and I have talked. Warzone has been here for a number of years now. We've had a lot of opportunities to take those experiences, and it feels like you guys
Future
have really
maps
worked
coming up.
to apply those experiences to this map.
Yes. It's one of those things where when we start to talk about the game, we always reflect on, you know, the many, many years of Warzone now and what our players have loved. So I think when players play, and you'll see this very shortly, there's little bits of every map that we've had to date, but at the same time, it has like a freshness to it. Like when we think about new maps, it has to have a newness at the very same time.
Oh, we're seeing some gameplay. First ever gameplay.
Very first time you are
we go.
seeing live gameplay from Urzikstan.
And who better than Dr. Lupo to take a look at? Because you know he's going to pop a few heads from across the map too. So I mean,
but the UI is all MW3.
I mean, they're warming up, but I've seen him crush with shotties today in MP. So I have faith.
Always does. This is actually quite exciting to check out here, especially that, you know, we got ourselves a little bit of a fight happening here. So I think Lupo does manage to get the better.
The loot goes in a circle at least. It doesn't float, but it's in a circle.
At least.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
It's really sticking to me here.
I want to see him open his backpack or how it's working.
Yeah.
Suppression mine, loot coming out. Oh my God, there are 3 suppression mines right next to each other already.
Shares the same
That'll need some
foundation
tweaking.
of Modern Warfare 3. Raven worked really closely with
So he already just has his gas mask on, by the way.
Features that we covered in multiplayer earlier today are aligned with
and you
Battle
can
Royale.
see
Can
it,
you take us through that a little bit?
Yeah, as you mentioned, we've been working
Don't
with Sledgehammer.
love that?
all
Visibility looks
the
better
time,
when you're seeing
because we
actual
know when we make
gameplay. This doesn't
something
look
like a
bad.
big Battle Royale map. We need that movement to feel fluid. We need the traversal mechanics, the mantling.
Wait, what did you say about don't like
Everything
what?
needs to work well and seamlessly.
His gas mask, you can see it. Like look at where it says tab backpack.
That's how it was in Caldera.
Going to be getting that
I guess he needs to just take it off.
You see the outline of it. Yeah, he just needs to take it
I guess
off.
would the word be parody? I guess I'm thinking of just basically seeing how
Continuity.
Continuity is a way better word.
That little zoom scope there came back to center quickly after firing.
Yes.
That means those optics like that may be viable again in Warzone.
And at the same time, you know, we saw earlier
Recoil
on from
didn't
Greg and
look
the
too
team
wild
that
on
they
that.
He's gotta open his backpack. He's just gotta.
Warzone. So not only is there a synergy with movement, there's also a synergy with the gameplay itself.
That has to be pretty awesome for you as well, having been involved in Warzone for so long and the amount of love and passion you
Does he
have
have
for it.
2 field upgrades? No. He has a streak, a field upgrade, and a tactical.
Yeah. And yeah. It's got quite a bit of kick. Okay, so we're on a different POV now. This person's getting fucking scrambled or some shit. Or the stream is fucked. I can't tell which.
I hate whatever that was. If that's a gameplay feature, no, that needs to go. I'm not sure what that was.
So he just... Oh, here's the backpack. It looked like there were dedicated...
Did he open it?
Yeah, for like a second. It looked like there are dedicated ammo slots now, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. Maybe. Oh, the gulag!
Here we go.
The new
Looks like a good gulag.
dude. Looks
pretty basic.
Decent. Yeah.
Kind of showerish vibes.
Yeah.
Gulag shower vibes, but better.
Okay. It's
fucking
1v1. There's no
M16.
jailer, so that's a good start. That's a
Holy
good
shit, man.
start.
Tac stance.
Yep. A smoke and a molly in the gulag.
Yep, still loot.
Long
Okay, man,
TTK.
moment. He needs to turn down that
He had
sense,
250 health in the gulag, so you have 2 plates in the gulag, I guess. Which I like.
Buybacks 3,000 still.
Drill charge.
Okay, he's going to a building with a money sign.
Oh, yeah, like a stronghold.
Are we still doing strongholds?
Oh, yeah, good question. God, I forgot about strongholds. Cash drop. Loot the following supply drops. So there's a random event where cash drops around the map. That's fine. There are balloons, by the way. You can see on his mini map. He has one pinged.
Yeah, little drones.
This looks pretty fun, dude. I want to play it now.
Yeah, so let's be clear. We're not doing a haunting episode because I'm not playing Warzone until this comes out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big game bounties back in. I think it's official. I think Warzone's back.
I really want to see the backpack, man.
Oh, he just showed it for a second there. I should have paused it. There we go. Yeah, so dedicated ammo slots and like another 4 or 5 slots.
Yeah.
So we'll just have more streak spam, actually. Flares.
Loadout drop marker just dropped out of a crate. And there are flares again and perk packages again.
How many players was this? I didn't look. Did anyone see what the player count is? Is it 102?
Oh, that's a great question, actually. And I wonder what the size of this map is in relationship to like Moz and Verdansk. How big it is.
Oh, it is still 100 players. Okay, so that's what we're doing from now on.
This looks much improved. Although, yeah, this guy has not seen anyone for so long. But he's also not really moving his character, so...
This guy moving around and sliding, yeah. And it's no one knows the map, too.
Yeah.
You don't know where to land.
Yeah. The radar towers are in still. Yeah, he just threw a loadout drop. Is that? Oh no, I thought those were AI, but they're just terrible players.
Oh, look at that stim boost. Holy fuck you,
Yeah,
Zoom.
that was crazy. That was crazy.
That's like pre-Caldera nerf. What the fuck is that?
Redeploy pack.
Okay.
On launch, dude. Yeah, we're getting the Ted Timmy Timmons effect right away. I'm going to unmute.
But for the first time, in
You can
addition to going up.
Redeploy drones. As soon as the map launches, we're bringing those across from Al Mazrah. But then, here's the new news.
The new.
I'm excited for the horizontal lines.
That's dope.
So, I mean, we were so happy to bring these into the map. It really fits the POIs and the layout of the land.
Yeah.
But also, you know, this group here, they're going to use them to push another team.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas for a lot of our players, they might use it to move away or evade a team. So it's got dual purpose. I'm sure we'll have encounters where they meet each other.
On the zip lines,
players on a zip line.
They go past.
They go past each other. Okay,
but you can use your AR. So.
But I mean, like, you should shoot.
Yeah. You could duel like an old British horse.
You can do like 10 paces, turn around, zip, and then just go and try and see if you can take each other out. No, that is really cool.
Especially over water, we saw them sort
Dude,
of
there's a small chance your gulag could be a night
buildings,
gulag with night vision. A very small chance.
Getting across this map.
That's actually kind of cool.
Can you tell us anything about this map?
That is actually kind of cool.
Size, sort of what to expect for folks at home who aren't going to maybe get a sense of it from everybody today.
What we did was, obviously, we always look at like the latest map. So we look at, Caldera and Al Mazrah. So it's closer in size to Caldera, a little bit smaller than Al Mazrah.
It's closer in size to Caldera.
Smaller than
so
Moz.
it should feel like, in terms of land space and mass, it should still feel very familiar.
And so when you say dense, we mean to less open spaces
more
between
packed. Yeah.
Points of interest.
Yeah, so I guess we're just doing the stronghold thing still.
There are some wide open spots where snipers can have a great time. But there's
like on launch?
Like urban.
No. Like he's gonna land on and cap a stronghold to get a
play
loadout.
test where
I
everyone's just
see.
We're about to
scrapping it out in these like wild locations, close quarters.
Like I mentioned, when we look at Low Town and Old Town, they're kind of like the ratty.
Yeah, guys, don't forget these are non-AI
strongholds.
strongholds.
Gameplay mechanics that we've added to improve that.
Correct. Yes. Yeah, we're capping a stronghold now, so this is one of the ways in which you can get loadout. Yeah, the ways you can get loadout and Moz are fine. Now, anyway. Oh, I want to see how fast it is to plate. I should have been paying attention to that. Yeah, we're seeing someone land on the train here.
Do you have music on or sound on?
No, alternative.
I saw the handbrake yesterday, and we're like, wait, what? There's a handbrake on the caboose? So if anyone at home doesn't know, the rear carriage is called a caboose. We've got the UAV tower, the buy station.
On the train.
On the train.
Buy station on the train.
And if you push the driver's carriage, you can go forward, backward, you can stop. But the nuance that these players will find out today is you're in the driver's carriage, you're driving, happy days, you know, you're the conductor. But if a team jumps on the back and throws that handbrake, you're going to have to go and engage.
That's cool.
That's kind of cool.
I like this.
Cool, actually.
This is dope.
Controls all of it.
You can reverse it, dude. This is awesome.
So there's almost like a decision you have to make of like, well, do I want to put a body over there, have someone defend the handbrake, but then you might be running into a full squad. So there are going to be some decisions players are going to have to make with these with this train.
Yeah, we had a great play test where I was on the train with a few others, and the train stopped, and we were like, hang on, we're here.
We're all here.
Black site still in.
So that could even
UAV tower still in.
It's a great realization moment.
Your detective work.
Yes. You're literally doing a head count. How many people
say present?
We're seeing some super fluid movement here. We just saw them kind of parachute from building to building. They're on the move. I think they're getting to a buy station up here. Maybe pick up some gear. And Ted, which POI is this?
So they're just above Zaravan City, sort of in the lower Old Town area.
Okay, I'm muted again.
Old Town.
Yeah. So you see a scav there too. Yeah, I mean, it looks, you know, good. Looks solid. Doesn't look perfect.
Map looks pretty good.
I want to see the plating speed. Actually, I want to see that a lot. Comms vest. Oh,
God damn it. I wish those wouldn't come back, man. Those are just stupid.
Yeah, not perfect looking, but decent looking. The vest shit is dumb. The
So when this guy keeps coming out of his slide, when he finishes a slide, he's like stuck crouched for a little bit. I don't know if he's just bad and shit at the game.
I think he's just
or if he's trying to slide cancel or what. Okay, yeah, he's just bad. Who is this guy? Why does he get invited? Does anyone know who this guy is?
I don't know, man. The guy's aiming at the fucking ground, running around.
He was aiming at the floor. Yeah, you're right. I want to see snipers. Good point. Yeah, someone bust out a sniper.
Yeah, true. True point.
Okay, he just confirmed suppressors won't make you show up on the mini-map, of course, so that means suppressors will be meta in Warzone.
I'd be okay going back to that, I think.
Yeah, I don't care. Just an observation. Gas fuel is still in with the vehicles.
Are those stun grenades that this chick has equipped in this gulag here?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah, that
so
needs
that's
to
dog
go.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that needs to go.
That's in the gulag we're talking about.
The loot on the ground, by the way, when she sees like cash, it like shows up as like a little green icon. So ground loot seems to be easier to spot as well.
Yeah, I like that the buy station icons are all green now too.
Dude, the loadout drop icons are in the game. It's working.
Yeah. Well, we don't know that yet. But hopefully.
Some other gulag.
Oh, here we go. They're talking about the night
maybe
vision.
right on cue, we'll see the night vision gulag. Look at that, Stephanie.
way.
So this is something that can happen from time to time. It's a chance of it happening. And we have several of these, and I almost don't want to spoil too much. You talked about that
Several of them.
Yeah, we want to wait to see.
But like, and here's the ascender that we've already mentioned. That if you can get on it, you can get out. You can be shot on the way.
You
out,
can
be
ascend?
shot, from
That's
below.
like the overtime flag, I guess.
Off of it,
Yeah.
make a play as well.
Make a play.
That's
You can
cool.
just yeet yourself out. That's kind of cool, actually.
I remember one of our designers shared a clip.
She just ran by a hidden
the
cache.
other player had jumped on the ascender. They also got on underneath, shot them on the way up, eliminated them, and then made it themselves.
It's like a little Matrix moment there, you know?
Well,
She just auto-picked up a ton of shit seamlessly, by the way. She just ran over and picked up a bunch of plates and a bunch of ammo
And we'll wait to
immediately.
see, if we get some of those other gulags that we're talking about.
I mean, we're
But it's
talking a
ultimately-
seamless transition. Okay, this girl's a lot better, yeah. She knows how to slide.
Yeah.
Movement, look at this, just her sprinting speed.
Just zooming. Yeah. You're just
Warzone's
absolutely
back as
zooming.
fuck. It's actually crazy. Shout out to Chica. Let's not slide into a fucking wall though, right? Oh my god, this movement, man.
You're just flying, dude.
Great. Yeah, Huddy, I was thinking that too, and I forgot to say that. I want someone to turn on their FPS overlay. Because the performance looks good. It looks very smooth.
It does look pretty solid.
I wonder what PC builds they're on. And I wonder what kind of performance they're getting. So in multiplayer, I think Lupo had it on. He's getting like 140. Which isn't great, but not horrible.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably like with default dogshit settings too. And probably also on 1440 these days.
Yeah, colors look a lot better after seeing gameplay here too.
Oh, hot dropping on the train. Yeah, did they just remove aim assist, dude? It doesn't look like they're
she
getting
was
that
aiming
much.
like at the knee the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like they wouldn't do that. I don't know. Maybe, dude, maybe COD is back. Maybe video games are going to be fun again.
I mean, the games do vary. Like Cold War had a lot of different aim assists. They do vary, so I guess it's possible. I don't think they went out of their way to directly like nerf it. Something's different.
It's definitely worse than like we've seen in a long time. Yeah. Or not as strong, I should say.
Okay, did she grab that sniper ammo? Let's see. No. So she doesn't have a sniper and she ran right up to that wall and the sniper ammo auto picked up.
Didn't pick up that plate on the shelf automatically, by the way.
Oh, really?
So,
I didn't see that.
Still not working super well.
So Cronin Squall. So old guns are still in ground loot.
Yep. Oh, there's a total cash counter, by the way. That's good. Good to have that. Yeah, I want to see someone plate up. I want to see the plating speed really bad, actually.
There are backpacks, Jax. It's like there's dedicated ammo slots, though. So I think you auto pick up every type of ammo. And then you can just put whatever you want in your backpack.
Yeah, it seems that way. Yep, she's auto picked up that shotgun ammo right there. And that sniper ammo. Yeah. So that's a huge improvement. Looks like your gas mask auto equips when you pick one up, which I don't love. But that might be a setting, and it's not the end of the world.
Or it's just maybe a bug or something.
Or it's a bug.
If it's a toggle, you just immediately hit it.
Yeah, exactly. Which would be annoying, but not the end of the world. Again, though, doesn't it just look hazy to you? Doesn't it look like hazy to you? Just the whole... Well, she has the gas mask on too, I guess.
Oh, cool. 2 med vests dropped out of that medicine cabinet.
Yeah. Yeah, get in a fucking gunfight, though. Here we go. Someone rip your plates, please.
Oh, let's see how the old gun recoil looks. This will be interesting if she uses it.
True. Looks about the same as a Squall with no attachments, honestly. She only fired like 2 bullets, though.
Yeah, I want to see her bark.
Oh, just shit on that. Yeah, it's not bad.
It looks like it still has like the same amount of muzzle smoke and shit, though. So it's like that didn't change, but the new guns now are maybe going to have less visual recoil and less muzzle smoke and stuff. It's hard to tell from watching this.
Yeah, it is.
What?
Okay, plate.
He's talking about the new perks.
Oh.
One of the perks when you get down,
cool.
you automatically drop a smoke
especially
grenade.
for like field,
That's
like
pretty
wide
crazy.
open field traversal. Get shot, get a speed boost, get down. Potentially a smoke comes down, your teammate can back you up.
There you go.
That's
That's
really
the kind
cool.
of variety that
Yeah,
we're
plating's the same as
I
now.
would definitely run with the smoke.
Maybe a
It's
tiny
good.
bit
It's faster now
It's
than in
gonna be
I'll
Warzone
run the
1.
evasion
So.
burp.
You run the
Up
evasion
with
one.
drops and duos.
Oh no, she thought it was full auto.
Yeah,
Will
yeah.
Sis
Oh no,
thought
she
it was
thought her
full
aim assist
auto.
still
It's like,
worked. Oh
Giving
no.
the character, giving the player players, like as it's been said time and time again, right? That
Rival
freedom
9.
of choice to be able to get really clever with like how you want to approach.
That's a
that.
perk. There's a new Warzone specific
that
perk where as soon as you get down, it automatically drops the smoke. But, you know, that could be in a category where you'd never pick it anyways.
What's next on the CoD Next itinerary, by the way?
That ADS walking speed with this SMG. Oh, wait, this is an AR is crazy.
Yeah, it's improved for sure. There's the Ascender.
Oh,
baited,
still
stupid
works. Never
shitter.
mind.
Yeah, well, of course, yeah. What's next on the itinerary? Do you still have that?
I think Warzone's the last thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Warzone. I mean, this isn't even... So this says Warzone started at 10:45. Yeah, this goes on for like 2 hours. So we'll just stop at some point when we feel like it. And then after that is like the CoD Bowl tournament, like the thing for vets or whatever. So we're not watching any of that, of course.
Yeah, obviously.
So pretty much whenever we feel like it, we're done. They're probably not going to...
Yeah. I feel like I'm ready to start wrapping this shit up, honestly. Just go to our little full screens and talk about everything. We can watch a little more if you want, though. I mean,
how,
we could,
like
I kinda
how long
wanna
do you want to talk for? What do you want to talk about? Okay.
Just like kind of wrap it up 10 minutes.
Okay.
We could stay live and keep watching, but just not put it on the feed.
Maybe
I
we
wanna
should
wrap
do that.
it up for the episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Let's do that. So, okay. All right.
Yeah, then we can watch someone specific instead of the COD.
Yeah, exactly. So that was basically CoD Next, as you guys have heard. It's still obviously going on, but they're just going to be like showing people playing Warzone and talking a little bit about each and everything. Okay, so what did we get? Broad categories: multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone. Right?
Yep.
Okay. Multiplayer. Thoughts? I think it looked good. It looked like the leaks we got on Twitter last night, and it looks really solid. Again, the standout for all of these modes, of course, obviously, is the movement. It looks just so much more fluid. It looks so much better. And then for multiplayer, it looks quite fun. And my only questions now really are, what exactly are the perks and the vests, and how exactly do they interface with each other? Which the answers to which are probably out there already by now. We will talk about those in more detail on Saturday, on our next episode. But how are you feeling right now about multiplayer? Anything surprise you?
Just writing down a quick note about zombies. About multiplayer?
Yeah.
No. I mean, I saw all the gameplay last night, so like I was excited at that point, but I mean, leaks this year have been just spot on. Yeah, better movement. I really didn't expect the screen shake thing. I'll be honest. I did not expect them to improve that at all. And that's a lot better, which I guess maybe I should have expected because Vanguard is that way. Vanguard does not have a lot of screen shake at all. But yeah, and then we didn't see a lot of the issues with Vanguard, like fire on your screen, although that they added later in for some reason. But yeah, it looks really smooth. Some of the maps, visibility doesn't necessarily look the best. Gunplay looks fun, though. I mean, I think it all comes down to how smooth it looks, basically. It looks really smooth, really fast, really fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so excited to start camo grinding. And I do feel like the maps are...
I'm already overwhelmed because of zombies.
Well.
Because there's so much you want to play. And zombies will be in there at launch, you know? And you got to decide if you want to go for the zombies camo or the multiplayer camo.
Yeah, it's going to be... Again, it's going to be one of those things... It's going to get hard once the Warzone integration happens. Because, like, I'll play multi by myself, zombies, when you guys are on. But then once Warzone launches, then it's a whole new world. And it'll be a dazzling place that I have never known. So,
and especially when it looks fun on launch, which Warzone 2 is not close to being fun. So it was you had no issue going to camo grind. If this is actually fun, you're not even going to want to. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is a good problem to have. It's a great problem to have.
Yeah. Yeah.
We didn't have it this year.
Yeah. So next is zombies. This was the biggest disappointment for me from CoD Next, for sure. was zombies.
Yeah, a little worried.
Not having that Aether Crystal upgrade system out of Raid, I feel like that saps a lot of the replayability out of it for me. Now, their thought is you regain that replayability by virtue of the fact that you can pack a punch your gun or get a wonder weapon, extract, and then bring it in next time. But my thing is, if I fucking die with all my good stuff, then the only real progression I've had is my mission progress. So then it's like, let's say I'm like 80% of the way through all the missions. So they're getting pretty challenging, or at least in challenging areas. And then I lose all my good shit. Well, now I'm going to have to do like a whole ass raid or two to re-equip myself so that I can continue grinding my missions, which I guess is fine, to be fair. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is weird. And that is different than if there was the Aether Crystal thing on top of all of this, to where it's like, yeah, I lost all my stuff, but at least when I pick up my next ground loot SMG, I've spent Aether Crystals on upgrading my SMGs, so now I have like the tier 4 upgrade of it or whatever, you know? So the biggest question mark for me is zombies. I feel like I know I'm going to have fun on multiplayer. I feel like I know I'm going to have fun in Warzone now. I'm not sure if I'm going to have that much fun playing zombies. I hope I will. Yeah. But I genuinely don't know. I'm not convinced it'll be boring. I'm also not convinced it's going to be fun, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty worried about it. But also, like, for us, we're not zombie mains, so it's not that big of a deal. It's kind of just like the side mode.
Right.
So if it's not fun, it's not the end of the world. I just really hoped it would be. And, you know, if it's better than Vanguard zombies, I can promise you that. It's a lot better than Vanguard zombies. So, you know, it's probably enough to hold us over until we get proper zombies next year with Treyarch's 24 game, which I'm expecting to be, I mean, an amazing iteration of zombies. But, yeah, we'll definitely put some playtime in on it, but I'm not expecting much after seeing what we saw. I don't see the replayability there.
It's got too many similarities with DMZ, which is just boring.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like to me. Yeah.
And I don't understand necessarily like how the harder zone is just in the middle. You just fight through, get through all the bullshit just to get to the hard zone, and then you're limited on time anyways. Like, I don't know. Is it really going to be that fun to just go to the difficult zone every single match and just do nothing but kill the zombies? Is it like as fun as round based? You know, probably not. So I don't know.
You know what I think it's going to come down to is how fun the missions are. Because if the missions are like hard enough or fun enough or whatever to make up for that, then I think it's possible that they're fun enough to make up for that. At least for us. I still think though, if you're like a round based zombies purist, you're shit out of luck. I guarantee you're not going to enjoy zombies this year, because they didn't talk about round based at all. They avoided it, which is kind of like the elephant in the room when they were asking all those questions. They didn't bother asking like, hey, so what about round based? Is that ever happening? Obviously they were told like, don't ask that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for those people, they're just shit out of luck. But for us, I think it can be fun depending on if the missions are fun. Because something you mentioned for that intro mission, there was dialogue, there was setup for it. You had some more investment in it because of those cinematic story kind of elements that DMZ does not have at all. DMZ is you literally read the description of what it says and you do it. Extract with 5 hard drives. It's like, okay, there's no reason I'm doing this that I care about. I don't even know if they give you a reason. I don't know what faction I'm doing it for, and I don't care. There's no dialogue. There's no setup for it. Why am I getting the hard drives? I don't know. I don't care, and it doesn't matter. If the zombies missions, there's some dialogue, and it's like, okay, you guys need to loot these 10 crystals so that we can move on to our next mission, which is going to be to take the 10 crystals once we've put them together for you into a cogwheel. And on the next extraction, you're going to have to take that cogwheel with 10 crystals on it to the facility and plug it in. But we can't get there until you get the fucking crystals, so get in there and get the crystals. Like, that already makes the mission way more fun. So it is possible with that, coupled with maybe it being more challenging, that the missions alone could make it fun enough for us. But I don't know. We have to play. We just won't know until we play it.
Yeah. Yeah, I already feel way too limited. 1 hour on zombies is nothing. It's not a long time at all. It's not enough to get interesting. It's not enough to, like, I feel like it gets super difficult. I'm just really worried about that. But
we'll
if
see.
it sucks, whatever. Warzone's actually going to be fun, so realistically I won't end up caring. It's just I wanted zombies to be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'm keeping an open mind. But you might be right. An hour might be too short. I feel like with the mission structure, it might not be, though. I'm not as
the thing with the mission structure, though, too, is that won't last very long. There's no way they coded all of, like, those voice lines and storyline missions.
Yeah, that's true, too.
That last anywhere as long as, like, all of the tier 5 missions in DMZ. Like, if there's any sort of little storyline in zombies, it's gonna be, like, at the absolute most 10 hours worth of gameplay. It's probably more like 5 to 7 realistically, which you're immediately over that.
That's true, but if it takes a while to get through all that content and they are updating it each season like they've been doing with the raid missions, for example, that could be enough for most people, including us. That would be enough for us, honestly, if they're adding them every season. So I don't know. We'll see. But moving on to Warzone, I still have some questions. Well, I still have really one big question. Can I one-shot headshot down people with a sniper rifle?
Yeah, haven't seen anyone use it. I don't know.
We will know by Saturday, and we will let you guys know, but we don't know yet.
Because if they do that, what do they do with all the MW2 snipers now? Do they change those to one-shot some of them, or are they just completely dog shit?
That's a great
I don't know how they
question,
end up balancing
actually.
all of that.
Do they just remove high explosive rounds, or do they change what they do? That's another good question. Yeah.
So another disappointment I've seen with Warzone now on Twitter, it's MW2 perks. It's not the MW3 perk or gear system at all. You can't use like the gloves, boots,
which we
in
guessed
Warzone,
would happen.
none of it, which is super unfortunate. So it's the same MW2 perks. It's the same perks you have in Warzone right now, but they're adding like 3 or 4 new perks.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is kind of disappointing, but it's also what we expected, to be clear.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is going to feel weird though, and you've already brought this point up in the past. It's going to feel weird like I'm camo grinding. I have fucking stalker pads and like double jump boots in multiplayer where I'm fucking sliding while ADS'd and shit. I have mechanics that just won't be available to me when you guys get on and I go play Warzone. Like, I'm used to playing with these snakeskin gloves that let me like ADS while dolphin diving, and then I just can't do that anymore. And it's not possible for me to be able to do that anymore in Warzone. That is going to be weird, but I also not the end of the world, and we expected it, but it is unfortunate. Yeah. So my big question number 1 is, do snipers one-shot headshot? And how will that work with the old snipers? That's a good point. That's a good question. I could easily see them retuning them, though. They did that. They did that when they brought in the one-shot headshot ranges during Caldera. They were like, okay, the Car 98 can still one-shot headshot, but only up to 30 meters or whatever. I could see them doing some shit like that. That's not a prohibitive change for them to make if they wanted to bring back one-shot snipers, which there were leaks that they were going to. That's why I'm bringing this up. And then another thing is the map. The map size is more similar to Caldera, so it's smaller than Moz. We don't know what the player count will be on launch, although we might know by Saturday. We do know that at CoD Next, the player count was 99 people per lobby, but this is an event, so who knows? That's probably not reflective of what it'll be on launch. How does the map look? How do you feel about Warzone in general, too? The looting system's better also.
Yeah, it's kind of better. I'm still watching the stream. I still have it pulled up. I mean, he was just looting and all of the loot was inside it still, so they haven't fixed that as well. So that's unfortunate. Ground loot is still a mess. But yeah, the map looks, I don't know, hard to gauge. The map looks good though, so from what I've seen so far.
The horizontal zip lines are very cool too.
The horizontal zip lines are excellent. Yeah, that's really dope. It looks prettier than what we were seeing in like the little trailer footages. After watching actual streams, it looks good. So that's nice. But I mean, movement looks great. Yeah, I'm just a little disappointed that we're not getting like the gloves and stuff, because that was the coolest part of the new gear system in MW3 is like getting gloves that make it so you can ADS sprint or ADS slide shoot. I don't know. It's kind of disappointing we don't get any of that. But movement looks excellent. I mean, this, like, if you're into like the slide canceling era of MW19, this just looks improved actually.
Yeah, it looks strictly better.
Gulag looks pretty
more
good.
Fluid
like
and faster.
Yeah, I like the little idea of the
ascender.
Of the
it's cute.
The ascender, the night vision, all of it.
Yeah. There is a lot to love about Warzone and how it looks right now. And by the way, this is like an alpha build of Warzone, and it already looks pretty good. Not bug-free, because Warzone will never be bug-free. But I like the zipline changes. I like the movement, obviously. The looting does look better. You have dedicated ammo slots, so you don't have to worry about filling your backpack full of SMG ammo that you don't want. That's really good. When you kill someone, their loot distributes in a circle around them again, which is really good. It's not floating, but this is still a massive improvement over what we have now, where every piece of gear drops on the same pixel. That's good too. My big concern is, again, sniping, and I'm not sold on the visibility. It doesn't look great. I can say, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look great. We are watching streams, so maybe it's not going to be as much of a problem as it seems like it might be, but that my biggest concern right now is visibility, actually. In MW3 generally, but also more importantly in Warzone. Because there aren't even red diamonds in Warzone. You don't get any indication, at least at a distance, because the first Dr. Lupo, when he was shooting at those guys below him, he was shooting at them, and there was no red diamond above their head, like for multiplayer, and there was no, obviously, health bar or nameplate or anything. So I'm a little worried about the visibility, but we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hard to tell unless you're playing yourself, you know?
Yeah, Stone Mountain right now is running around with a minigun from the black site. And I'm not kidding, sprinting around with this mini map is the same movement speed, maybe even faster as running with an AR right now in Warzone 2.
Really?
Like this massive minigun, it's the same speed. Oh, and his
That's
game
interesting.
crashed, I think. Oh, no,
Good.
it didn't. It was the stream.
Yeah.
But yeah, so looking good, makes me very excited for Warzone. The annoying little things are still there. You can tell, like the there's flares everywhere, which I guess if it's going to be under 2
redeploy packs are coming back too.
Yeah, I mean, we already have redeploy packs again right now, so that's all staying. Counter UAVs, all that shit still in. I'm just worried the streak spam will end up getting worse now that we have dedicated ammo slots. Because now you have like what I haven't been able to tell how many slots there are. 4 or 5 slots for whatever. I mean, I'm just holding 5 precision airstrikes.
Well, people want to hold flares too. I don't know.
That's true. Yeah. God, these horizontal zip lines are fantastic. I'm really excited about those. It looks like in areas where you see the horizontal zip lines too, there are a bunch of them in that area. Like you hit one, it goes to a roof. The roof you land on has another one going off of it. It looks really fun.
Yeah.
So, I mean, definitely the biggest improvements are just in how Warzone looks like it'll play.
Yeah.
And then think too, we're getting Resurgence on launch. So this fast movement we're going to have immediately with Resurgence.
True. Dude, all this shit on Vondel and Ashika, on Vondel, I should say, is going to be really fun. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so here's a question I have too. So, like, Lupo just went in the water, and he automatically has the starting pistol out. And that's not his secondary. So does that mean if someone builds a nice custom automatic pistol, I wonder if you can even use that underwater, or if it still just gets swapped to your default? I would imagine everyone just has the
custom
default, right?
one.
You think? Huh.
Yeah. Because like in games with Last Stand, if you didn't have a pistol on your character, it would just give you one. But if you did have a pistol, when you entered Last Stand, you would use your pistol. I'm fairly certain that's how it worked. So I would imagine they're going to carry that over to the water mechanics. I hope I'm wrong and everyone has a terrible semi-auto pistol underwater only, but I don't see them doing that. I just don't.
Yeah,
but I like that everyone at least has something, so that I have some chance against the little otters who are like building shit for underwater.
I feel like the fact they're defaulting it to the pistol means they know the water combat is kind of an issue and they want to balance it. So that's why I'm hopeful just everyone gets the default pistol. Because that would be really nice. But yeah, we'll see.
I would love that. I hope you're right. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see, obviously. So
yeah.
Overall, CoD Next was a success. This has gotten me way more excited for MW3. 36 days, 10 hours, 23 minutes, and 40 seconds left.
Yeah.
And then gaming is back. Video games are back. And I'd love for video games to be back. That would be fun and exciting. So, we are going to end the podcast recording here. We will keep watching CoD Next though, live. So stick around if you want to keep watching with us. We'll kind of lobby shop, and see who's streaming what for whatever. But, yeah, as far as announcements and shit go, if you subbed or if you became a patron or whatever, wait till next week. We will just go back 2 weeks. You'll get your acknowledgments. You'll get your thanks. And we appreciate all of that. But yeah, we just didn't do it today, and we're probably not going to do it Saturday either. Saturday, by the way, is going to be an insane stream because we're going to go into the details on all of this stuff. We're going to do a deep dive in the perks, everything we will have learned from CoD Next by micro analyzing things that we just weren't going to do today. We're going to get into the nitty and the gritty on Saturday. So that's going to be a really fun episode. Be here live or listen on your apps, whatever. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Stay humble.
Stay humble.